It's the fourth time that Thunder Bay is hosting the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. But to be correct, 69, it was Fort William. It became Thunder Bay in 1970. Canada remain undefeated.
Burning up the spot until I reach a higher speed. I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
Nancy Martin for three.
I'm ready, set. Now I'm ready, set. Now I'm ready, set, go.
On this family day in many parts of the country, here in Ontario certainly, maybe it's a Heritage Day or Louis Riel Day in Manitoba or Islander Day in PEI. We hope you had a good day off. We're free and maybe watching the afternoon draw from Group B, and it was Manitoba's Carrie Einarson, number 2 in our country, against Quebec's Laurie St. Georges. Quebec coming off a loss to Ontario, and this is for 2 in 7. They'd also add 3 stolen points, and they go on to the win. Laurie St. Georges trying to make a Scotties playoff for the very first time, and all smiles after that win. Elsewhere it was, look at who's on a run now. Inglis beats Caitlin Laws by a couple, 2 straight wins for Ontario now. Carrie Galusha, Yellowknife, scored 5 in the 4th, 14 points, the most ever scored by a team from the territories in the Scotties. And Christina Black out of Halifax. Boy, she is playing really well. 11-4, a win over Newfoundland and Labrador. So there, Pool B, top of the table. There you are, Black, Inglis, St. Georges, all 3 in 1. There's the dividing line right there. Einarson and Cameron at 2 and 1. Coming up, our focus, Pool A. And on this Monday night, we welcome you back to Fort William Gardens in Thunder Bay in our continuing coverage. Joe's here. There's Russ. We'll hear from Kathy momentarily. So what was your takeaway from that afternoon draw of teams in Pool B?
You take a look at the standings, and the surprising one for me is Caitlin Laws at 1 and 3. It's going to be really hard for her to sneak her way in, even if she wins out, because she has those head-to-head losses to Ontario, Nova Scotia, and Quebec currently at the top. Okay, coming up now, it is the defending champions, Team Homan, against Saskatchewan and Nancy Martin. And you know, it's not like she doesn't care. She does, but it's the way she plays.
Yeah, it is. Let's face it, they're huge underdogs in this game. Anybody against Holman's an underdog, but certainly Nancy, and first time here is a skip. But her advantage is she doesn't care. She doesn't care how many rocks are in play. She doesn't care what the score is. She doesn't care who she's playing. She knows one way and one way only. Rocks in the paint all over the place. And that, once in a while, will work. This game, she'll either sneak it out by 1, Vic, or she'll lose by 10.
The thing is, though, her coach, Sherry Anderson, says, you know what, I don't mind being aggressive, but you can also be aggressive by ripping a guard and getting rid of some stones, too. They did not play this morning, Rachel Homan. Advantage or disadvantage?
Today it's a disadvantage, Vic. You like to get that morning off to get your rest, but this morning they papered those stones. They're getting more curl now. Nancy Martin's team had a whole game to get used to it. This is their first time holding these rocks. They're going to have to pick up on it quick because we know Nancy Martin will push them. There's no doubt. We did see a lot more curl, a lot more finish this afternoon. So we're glad you're with us on this Monday night. Coming up, it is Team Canada against Saskatchewan from here in Thunder Bay.
Been so close too many times, and you kind of start to think you're not going to get there, and so to do it with these girls, it just makes it so much more special. There's a lot of emotion here, and we're super excited and proud to be here.
Whether we were wearing the Canada jacket or not, I'm sure we had a bit of a target on our back. Always exciting to have the maple leaf on your back, and you know, so proud to wear it, and hopefully we can bring our best again this week and see what we can do.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. By Home Hardware, here's how. By PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
3 other games on the ice from Pool A. The only team not on the ice is Selena Sturmey of Alberta at 2-2. With the rundown, here's Kathy.
Well, it's the Battle of Atlantic Canada with PEI's Jane DiCarlo taking on New Brunswick's Melissa Adams. Both teams looking for their second win. Corinne Brown from BC, that has been a very strong team so far, right up amongst the leaders. We'll look to add to that as she takes on Nunavut's Julia Weigel this evening. And finally, Northern Ontario's Krista McCarville. What a story this week, but not for the reasons that she wants. Looking for her first win, but she is in tough against Kayla Skurlik, who won a big game this morning.
Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Team Saskatchewan hail from the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon. Nancy Martin, happy birthday, Nancy. Backed up by Deanna Doig, Kedriana Lott, and Shaylin Stewart. The defending champions are from the Ottawa Curling Club, skipped by Rachel Homan, #1 in Canada, #1 in the world. Sarah Wilkes, Emma Miskew, and Tracy Fleury backing her up. Yes, the skipper is here and her family is right there, coming in to watch her and celebrate her birthday. And it is Team Canada, by that 20 centimeters or so, give or take, that have won the last rock, so they will have the hammer. Playing the Yellowstones, Nancy Martin is out and has the brush down. They'll play the red, and to get us underway, the Saskatchewan lead is Deanna Doig.
Yeah, what a draw to the button that was. Saskatchewan pins the first one and gets most of the button on their second one and loses hammer.
Straight if you can. High 3. Okay.
Talk about Team Canada getting used to the rocks and maybe a bit more finish. I'd say the early intel is they're having no problems at all.
So not like super fast, like a high 14. Yeah.
You have to think if they're ready to go, which draw to the button suggests they are, this extra curl is exactly what they were looking for.
Whoa! Stop! Whoa! Stop! You can't. Curl. It's a little light. Curl. You can go. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Tight as you can, Tracy. Tight as you can. Distance. Distance. Yep. Distance. Yep. Hard. Okay.
You know what time it is? It's time for the keys to the game. And let's start with Saskatchewan.
Mixed doubles is what it's all about. That's Nancy's forte. Plays more of that than she actually does in the women's game. Make it a race to the forfeit. That's her best chance to close the scoring area in on Homan. And respect the run back, because Nancy leaves so many opponent rocks and rings. You got to be careful. Homan make that run back double for a bunch.
Where she intended to come around, Sarah Wilkes with her first.
That's fine.
Oh, and now we got the crash in front, and that opens up the center line. Keys now for Team Canada.
They're going to want to get their guards nice and tight to the rings because of the extra finish with these rocks. This mixed doubles style of team with Saskatchewan, that chase is going to be their bread and butter, those lightweight taps. And also to stay patient. We've seen them have to go the distance in the last 2 games. Both opponents playing them quite tough. They stayed patient. There was no frustration. They will need that tonight.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. So overnight, and the ice crew, well, actually they did it this morning, early this morning. They basically like a skate. They sharpen the stones. They give it a little bit of an edge. And so that's why there's a little more curl. That's a little more snap to the stone. So when you hear the term, as Joe and Russ or Kathy will say, paper or texture, that's what it is. Basically sharpening the stones.
LSD, I think.
Which is a wonderful innovation. They've done it for, well, Shorty Jenkins did it for years before people knew they were doing it, but it's just made this sport so much more exciting. You can get some of the buried rocks if you have the exact right weight, you have the exact right communication, and today's game's the best we've watched on our TV broadcast so far with Joanne Vick and I, and all because the rocks are curling.
Man, sorry, Kathy, we didn't mean to forget you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't watching.
Yeah, well,
Pay for your own groceries.
The other person on the card.
yeah. The others.
Poor thing. Sorry. You're out there and we're in here.
Yes. It's getting worse.
I don't know if you can get all three. It looks tough.
Really nice come around freeze by Kadriana Lott. That's a path that they hadn't seen. It was crossing the center line. Guess on where to put the broom, and she locked it on perfectly. Narrows that scoring area, so Team Canada has to open things up a little bit here. Saskatchewan was in some trouble there.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Wilkes on the brush, run it back. Oh, and they'll touch it off the face and push it back, leaving Team Canada shot rock, albeit wide open. T-line 4 foot.
Nice play. The red one at the back's pretty good spot for Team Homan.
You know, Emma was saying to us earlier in the week, Kathy, about because we knew that Rachel Homan wasn't comfortable with the ice the way it was. It was running straighter. She couldn't make those finesse shots. This should take and make everybody on this Team Canada much happier.
I think that for this Team Canada, and actually for all the teams here, what they want is predictability and consistency, and knowing that if you throw the right weight for the shot, you're going to get the results you're expecting. And early in the week, it was very straight. It was really hard to get that finesse game, and a team like this Team Canada team thrives on precision and exactness, and they just couldn't be.
One was close her weight, and she
I would suggest too, Kathy, that Homan throws them in out more than anybody else if she needs the curl.
Yes.
5 rock rule, 10 ends, 38 minutes thinking time, 1 60-second timeout, and don't forget the no tick rule, center line guards
little close.
until the 5th has been played. So you got a little bit of a stagger here that Team Canada can work with.
Curl. 6. Curl.
Sarah swung around here trying to get some more curl.
Distance.
This side curled the most the last time we were here.
Yep.
Just ran out of juice there. That's an inner line. It wouldn't have been hit in practice, but Emma didn't want to be heavy and create a pocket behind the staggered situation.
You can always do that whenever.
So shot stone at the moment belongs to Saskatchewan.
It's good here.
Yeah. I like 50, I think.
Yeah.
Originally from Yorkton, Saskatchewan, now makes her home outside of Brandon, where she is a paramedic. Shaylin Stewart.
Are you here?
Could be.
Yep. Straight.
Plan B, the guard's been overthrown, so they're trying to sneak it by the yellow.
Curl. Curl, Cage. Curl. Curl. Curl.
Really good weight. It's all there. It's all there.
Curl. Okay.
And back they go.
50. You see it all.
I don't know what's better.
Like light hawk.
Try to play the run back where you probably won't make the double, or you could freeze one in there.
Just light hawk. Hawk. Yeah, just. Okay.
I think Nancy would be pretty happy if Canada decided to freeze one to the back 4, because they'd be following it right down. So this will keep the rings a little more open. Rachel said even if it under curls, they can just hit and roll wide, expose the 2 shot stones.
Yeah, if it's not too heavy, maybe keep both yellow in play.
Yes. Whoa. Oh, little leg.
Tracy Fleury in an 8th appearance at the Scotties. Emma miscue. Get it off that one. Oh, and they did. And straight back, shot rock. And they sit back 4. Still room, as you can see, to get in for Saskatchewan.
And the yellow that was thrown by Tracy's closer to that back red, which could make a difference at the end of this thing.
Yeah, curled a little more than they wanted to, because it's a little bit staggered. It's undercover now. Canada would have liked to have kept that open to use it to run back if they needed it.
Similar.
It's a little less.
Room right now. I thought pretty similar. Too much room right now. Too much room. I thought a little. We're there. Too much room.
Yeah, it's a ton of rotation.
Clean now, Cage. Yep. Gotta go now, both of you.
Kadriana lost.
Both of you, hard.
All about the carry.
Waits there.
Can you take it right down and put it right on the face? Here we go. Just like that.
Perfect.
Good call, yeah. Just letting you know, just making sure you knew.
Cage, yep.
Really well judged. Sweepers know that this is there, but Nancy's calling them on it to keep the line. They don't want this to overcurl and have Canada stay shot.
Hard.
As advertised, the Saskatchewan team can draw.
Oh,
Wow, look at that. That's above and beyond what you'd
Off
expect
them,
here.
girl.
You're
We're not on
hoping
it.
to achieve.
Really gotta go, Sarah. Gotta go. Go.
And
Hard.
chips
You
it
can keep
sideways, and so Shot Rock belongs to Saskatchewan.
Good shot.
1 and 2 and 3 now belong to Team Canada.
really good stone that was.
And again.
Is she?
This is a really nice spot.
Comes down there, hey?
Might see some teams talk about hitting top yellow just so that Canada's not 2 and 3. Maybe hit and roll wide, sit 2, but Nancy didn't even look at it.
No.
They've seen this path.
This spot's really good, hey?
Yeah.
Hit's not in the vocabulary.
It's a really nice path.
Yeah, like a
Can't leave this wide open though.
No, they have to get under. And they've got quite a bit of a window to throw to. Just has to be full 8 foot.
Yeah. So it's that nice speed.
Yeah, it's good. I think a little less maybe for me. Yeah.
Seen in other games though, once a path has 3-4 rocks down the line, it gets significantly faster.
35-40 split.
The Rocks did catch them in the game against BC, according to Coach Sherry Anderson. And, Sherry would have said, I would have thrown the flag out to stop play before, and go out and get rid of something because they can bite you. Despite the fact they all have this mixed doubles experience, she says you gotta sometimes just get rid of stones.
Top eight! It has to curl!
Gotta
Has to curl!
higher the better on this line.
You have to curl it!
Curl.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Go back then.
Overbrush.
You better keep sweeping this thing or you're going to set up a double.
Good spot.
2 choices now. Freeze. Try to get you to the old-fashioned where you could pick that out.
Gotta watch that.
You could
Make the double.
see almost all.
Oh, it's about a quarter, Chase.
Okay.
I guess pretty tough to plant.
Yeah. You have lots of room.
It's just a really interesting matchup because one team is quite capable of solving their problems with these high-level hits, and the other one's going to draw you to death.
Not ideal.
No.
Chase fell.
Probably you had to bring that as far as you could. Rachel freezes, you freeze, and you force them to one.
Yeah, try to get it past the shot rock.
I think you guys can hold it.
They're really worried about the line. Everybody got absorbed in the line on that call, and they
Gotta
weren't
hit a
talking
thick
about
quarter.
the speed.
Rachel Homan and her first.
No.
Does have last rock here in this opening end on a Monday night. Oh, and will it hit it? I don't think so. So now they've got a stone, Saskatchewan glued to their own, and they are the shot rock.
Unforced error there.
Nice throw, Rach.
That felt
Same line?
Yeah. Wild.
You weren't wide.
No, I felt like I was tight, if anything.
The door opens up the middle for you.
It does, yeah.
Same weight?
Some back in there.
Same spot, too.
Yeah, I'd like you to.
Well, like you wanted it last time, though.
Yeah.
Wow, that's too bad. Got straighter.
Really good throw.
Even across the line. it felt-
Yeah, I was afraid it might catch like a little bit.
Yeah.
But no. It's the hair loss.
Little less.
I thought a little more.
Weight's good. We're there right now.
No, never. Curl. Curl.
You go.
Curl.
Needs to curl. Top 8. Curl.
Top 4.
Final stone for Nancy Martin.
Top 4.
Keep going. Go. Okay.
And they'll take it all the way back, edge of the 4 to sit 2. So job done, you think?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Okay.
Hair
Good
lucky
shot,
from
Nance.
Rachel's error, but yeah, they did what they always do. Keep applying pressure, keep applying
Really
pressure,
good,
and they
Nance.
finally got an error.
Yeah, that was a really nice throw.
Did you get there?
14 and a half.
Nice draw for Hammer. Yeah. Is this the same line as Nancy?
A little wider.
Wider?
A little bit.
Okay. I think the speed will be good here. So
Yeah.
Rachel,
draw for Hammer.
because of the inside-out motion compared to Nancy, Rachel's going to take a little less ice, and there's a chance there's some pebble in there somewhere.
A bit less than my draw for Hammer, though, right?
Yeah, you can throw a hair less.
It's a lot straighter here.
To be a little light.
I got light.
Final stone and drawing against a
I
couple.
got light.
Yeah.
Rachel Homan here in the
I
first.
got light. Go.
Head down.
The 4-time Canadian champion looking to defend
All right, guys.
here in Thunder Bay.
Gotta go.
Boy, you got it, Wilkes.
Go. Come on, full force.
Miscue.
You got it. Keep going.
Here we go. Here we go. Get it there. Oh, no, she will not. Oh, goodness. What did you say about the disadvantage of playing with the stones for the first time tonight? Turns out to be advantage. Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan against Team Canada and Rachel Homan, the defending Canadian champions. That's our feature on this Monday night of Family Day. Teams from Pool A. Only Selena Sturmey from Edmonton with the evening off with a record of 2-2. Steal of 1 by Nancy Martin and the team from Saskatoon means that Homan once again does have the last rock as the Hammer playing the Yellowstones. Sarah Wilkes throwing lead stones for Homan. Chatted with her before the game, Joe, and you obviously know them as well as anyone. And I said, you end up the season a champion again, so what was the debrief like? What are you trying to do? Because usually they have something they want to work on, but when you've been as good as they have for so long, she says the key for us is we're always curious. Curious in meaning, is there something we can just do there, or do something over here with this, or change that? And it also, it's like a singer. Singers I've heard who sing the same songs over and over will change a phrase, maybe take it up a little bit, take it down, just to make it fresh. And that's what the curiosity is for them, is to keep it fresh.
Yeah, I'm just constantly motivated to find that extra 0.5%, 0.25%, whatever it is. You talk about training in the gym, it never gets easier lifting weights, you just lift more weight. Running never gets easier, you just run faster, and that's definitely the mindset that they take coming into their game.
They've just never let off. They don't take time off. And we won't let Kathy do that either. Here are the scores.
Well, Veronica Main made a wonderful freeze facing 2, and Melissa Adams not able to remove it. That was a steal for PEI. Corinne Brown had a chance to split the house for 2, had a biter, but lost the measure, so only getting 1, and they ran them up and down in the Northern Ontario game.
That back red for Team Sask was an in-turn around a center guard. It was over more than that one is, and it overcurled by 2 feet. It had very little rotation, and the brushers, as you would know, Joe, have to really be cognizant of how much rotation is coming out of the thrower's hand, because that overcurled it must have curled 7 feet.
Yeah, and that says a lot to how far it's going to travel. If you throw that same weight in a straighter path, it's probably back 12 even through, moving sideways more than forwards in that instance.
3. Line's good.
Top 12.
Room down.
Work to do here for Team Canada.
Is there ever
It's top 8.
a long raise too?
Good.
What a terrific bit of brushing, Shaylin Stewart.
That slid pretty good.
They've been on the back foot so far, Team Canada.
Hard, Sarah. Go hard. Hard.
You have to go back to last year in Calgary in the 1-2 page playoff against Jennifer Jones. The last time they gave up a steal, Team Canada.
Those out-turn peel weight run backs, especially coming home the last 2 days, were deadly straight. Now, second and early game, the rocks have been textured. We're seeing a little bit more bite. So that was a really precise shot for Emma. Really close to making it, but probably threw it a little bit conservative because of how it was running before.
Yeah, that's the straighter of the two sides. It's still curled.
I go this way. I can't hear you. Do you like this or this?
Which turn? They're both fine. They're both makeable.
I think it's going to be a little bit.
Tougher, I think, but
Be careful, little. I know the rocks have been done, but a little straighter side. Any extra speed here, you could hit that corner guard in a hurry.
Yeah, earlier today it seemed like there was more curl everywhere. As the game went on,
Yeah.
it seemed like the tendencies of the sheet came out again, where everything's kind of tilted, in this instance, away from the crowd. So here, this draw is kind of climbing a hill. It'll run a little bit straighter, but early game, there was a decent amount of curl everywhere.
Let it stop.
Have to keep an eye on that.
Nice lightweights, you get lots of curl.
sit down.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Might be a double there now if they want to clean things up.
Just enough room to get by?
I think so. It's hard to stay, though, because you need some speed to make the double. Double peel's an option if you know you're going to make the two of them go away.
Tempting to get that rock off the button is all I'm thinking, though, Russ.
That's my gut.
Okay, you got it, Trace.
I think so,
Should be able to hold it for you, I think.
That's two sweeps, so I think it's just going to run where you let it go.
Okay, I agree.
So it really hard and you skinny the guard, you might be able to save your shooter.
It's close.
Girl, I don't know.
Tracy Fleury, have you got something? Wilkes will try to help it over. And she's going to get one. At least move him back and leave it back edge of the four. Still, however, Saskatchewan sitting two.
Similar kick, I think.
Better than it was.
Got it, Shay.
All right, our first look at Northern Ontario against Alberta. Been a disappointing week, to say the least, for Krista McCarville. And this is the skip from Alberta, champion Kayla Skurlik.
Well, a very precise draw for Kayla. Krista made two very good shots, a hit and a roll under on her first, and her second stone froze to it right on the lid. Needs hearts.
Yeah, her draw weight has been a problem this week, just 66%.
It's fine. It's okay.
And those numbers showing up here. So that's one and a steal of two for Northern Ontario.
I think so. Okay.
Wonderful finish on the intern coming down here.
Yeah, the berm was middle at 12.
Yeah, and it's half open.
Okay, a few rocks have gone down. I think half will be half.
Yeah, I think if you throw similar to what you threw last time,
Yeah.
that'll be close.
Sounds good.
You got it.
Team Canada needs this one. Can't breeze by here.
Yep. Weight's good. Little light. Hard. Whoa. Weight's good. Whoa. Just hack. Just hack. Yeah.
Yep.
Hard.
This cue hasn't let up, has she? Now Wilkes trying to heat up that ice in front. Got to get back that one. Yes, they did.
Hard reach.
And just did. And they'll punch it through. Still leaves Saskatchewan sitting one back edge of the four.
That was hard to do. That went through the red one.
Great sweep, Em.
Emma's such a strong sweeper. She has a really sharp broom angle. It's almost straight down onto the ice. She has so much downward pressure, especially for this shot. She never lifted her broom. There was some woes called, but she stayed down, knowing that tight to the line, they can sometimes grab a little extra curl. She knew that was minimum weight.
Yeah. Just want to just try to play dirty again.
What are you throwing?
Hack.
Like a 12 or
Like 13.
Okay.
You like hack? here
So
or no?
important to keep the shooter in the
it's
mix
pretty
here.
straight
Gives
here.
Rachel
Yeah,
some
I
space to
agree.
work with.
Got it, Nance. To the stick.
Can't roll inside without jamming it, so they must be rolling broom side.
big
Good
hack.
hack.
Whoa.
Clean, clean, yep. Yep.
Whoa. Big
Clean.
hack.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait's good. Coming down.
Yes. Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
What a
little,
shot.
yeah.
Look at
Hard
this.
on Neil.
Hard.
How
Go,
nice.
Go, 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 go.
And back and through, and maybe that's that mixed doubles experience, just enough to throw and that kind of shot. So Sherry Anderson is here as the coach of this team, and he and Nancy are so long-time teammates, winning national championships together. And saying to me before the game, and I said, we noticed you the other day coming out, and you really did settle her down. And she says, sometimes I want to throw that flag. I want to get out there because it's the anxiety that Martin, as much as she's been here, sometimes will still get amped up a little bit, Joe. You know, and that's where the coach comes into play.
Yeah, absolutely. That's knowing your player, and that's Nancy also knowing herself. She's played in so many big mixed doubles games. One of the first events I ever called, 2019 mixed doubles national, she was in the final. I talked to her before the game, very amped up, and she's definitely learned from all of that mixed doubles experience and how to keep herself in the right frame of mind.
This is the most.
Dropping in, pardon me, sorry, Kathy needs to speak now. BC and Brown against Nunavut and Weagle.
Well, that stone that is on the back of the hearts, that was the final stone thrown by Corinne Brown. She does slide too, but she did slide just that little bit behind the tee line. So there's room for Julia to get to score. Doesn't have to tap it back very far.
You'd think he'd know by now.
They got away with it. That wrecked.
And look at that spin in. Then it spin back though, and then we see Weagle going by.
Steal of two.
It is. So Brown up now 3-0. Did it grab enough, do you think? It looks like it may have.
I do, and it spun enough to sink. It also wrecked. Watch this coming in. Brilliant brushing again. That swingiest spot in the building, and Holman's team's not used to the curl yet. Ticks that. Looks like it's going to be wide open. And watch the little left-hand turn here.
Oof.
I don't think it'll do much.
Just kisses the front of this red. Looks like it's going to spill right into the open. All that rotation, though, it's curling in for shot and then spins back up the rings.
And we often
Strange
talk about
turn.
that. I'm sorry, Joe. That gear effect. Do you think it actually geared it? Gave it a little bit more forward motion?
Yeah, well, yes, it gave it more, well, not forward motion, but it gave it more spin, which
Okay.
allows it to glide a little farther. Then, because the rocks are textured, sometimes when they slow down, they'll really bite and do what it did.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, Joe.
Your back line.
Thin double?
A little bit at the end. It
Yep.
kind of floated early and then kind of came up a little bit. You could probably like take an inch outside middle for control.
Final stone for Saskatchewan.
No. Whoa. Girl.
Straight side. This is a bad sign when you yell whoa here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You think that's easier, yeah. So.
This is probably easier, eh?
It's interesting. We saw Sherry Anderson. In 2021 in the bubble, there were no playdowns. Teams were declared. Sherry Anderson was declared for Saskatchewan with Nancy. That's the last time Homan played Saskatchewan. And they beat him 7-2. Homan won 7-2 in the bubble of Calgary.
Wide looks. I think it's a bit of a guess for weight.
Yeah.
Deeper in the house, it should come back a little more here.
Yeah, but she had like back line, and I have control. Nancy?
Yeah.
No, talking about Tracy.
no, no, no,
Nine
no,
on
no.
9.
Sick.
Wide in-turn draws there, but it would be very hard. The filter through the port with the outturn might not be there, so they have to hit this. Can't roll very far.
Final stone. Can she get a couple here? Rachel Homan.
Close. Yep. Whoa.
Miscue
Off him. Off.
Clean. Whoa, 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 whoa.
coming through. Get off that. They did that. Now hang around. Yes, very nice. Like a dart.
Yeah.
2-1 through 2.
Oh man, rough starts for me.
Sarah Wilkes throwing the lead stones for the defending champions Team Canada out of the Ottawa Curling Club, skipped by Rachel Homan. They picked up a deuce as we welcome you back here, and the move to the third, 2-1. Team Canada leads Saskatchewan. Nancy Martin, the team from the Nutana in Saskatoon. So first one just got to the top edge of the 12, and we've been wide open since then.
Similar. Yep.
Deanna Doig
Similar.
in a second appearance. Her last was in 17 with Penny Barker. And Saskatchewan went 1-10 that year.
Okay, we're just okay. It's good. 10.5.
We were thinking there might be a delayed corner there, but Nancy decided to hit it. Odd end, trying to get Hammer coming to the even ends.
Yeah, she might have had a chat with her coach after all. Vic was mentioning how Sherry Anderson said you can be aggressive, but still play the odd peel. And it's true. It's with Canada sliding into the rings, Nancy's opting to go for her blank this end and get the hammer in the fourth and the even ends.
Yeah, and one less end to play Rachel Homan helps, right?
Animal. Or flash of the shirt. Okay.
Sherry also said something that you have often said, Russ, Kathy, as well, Jones. Sometimes you're in the, you have to not think about your shot. You want to think about what the shot that your opposition wants you to play. Right? And sometimes she says you get so wrapped up, and maybe just because of the anxiety, despite all her experience, Nancy Martin does that and forgets.
Yeah.
That's what they'd like me to play.
Yeah,
I gotta think the opposite way.
What? Okay. 14.5, I think? Yeah. Or a little better than that?
I think 14.8.
Okay.
Isn't this a little bit like golf? In as much as when you're standing on the tee and you don't hit it 320 and you only hit it, say, 300 or 290.
I'll take that.
Right? And you have to put out of your mind that other person over here.
Yes, yeah.
Right? Yeah. And you have to play your game, your team's game.
Yes, that's a good analogy. You know, if the guy drives you by 30 yards all day, you can't start trying to keep up. You can get out of your comfort zone.
Good.
I need a comment though, Russ. Rachel's come around wrecked on the guard. If it hits a little bit more and she doesn't end up spilling in for shot rock, all of a sudden Nancy Martin's playing a come around and it is looking like another potential steal and at best a force.
Yep, that's
so
right.
You could argue that Saskatchewan's been in control this game.
Yep.
Canada had to do a lot of work last end to get into an optimal position. So I don't know if this is the play if you're Nancy Martin to give him an end to play some hits.
Right.
Straight. You're good. Good. Whoa. Good. Nice shot. 10-3.
Yeah, you can trust that we can hold it here. Okay, I was straight through.
Okay.
Would you have done anything different here, Joe, since it's up and down? When that first one slid to the top of the, it just got into the top 12 foot. Would you have done something different if you're Nancy Martin?
No, she could have put up a corner guard.
We're fine. Clean. Good. Just wanted to pick.
Now, is there any thought in your mind or hers, do you think? It's the third end. I'll blanket here because I want that.
Yeah, that's
go to
exactly the
fourth.
thought process. With that rock sliding into the 12 foot, is Nancy's thinking, okay, well, they wanted a guard, so I want to punish them for not throwing that guard, which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with her strategy to send a blanket, but I'm just saying they're top 12. If she goes corner guard, they kind of have to throw the center line guard. They're only in the top 12, so you can come around that corner if you're Saskatchewan, sit shot,
Sure.
buried, and then Canada has to be really careful, else you're going to get your two.
As we say, that hammer efficiency is getting two or more when you have last rung. And so you want to be up around that 50% or better.
Sorry, I just
and we
wasn't
saw
sure what
already
to
that
give you for ice.
Team Canada, I think, was 73, if I remember correctly, and leading the field.
Yeah, mine curl more than the ice she's giving you.
Tracy Fleury.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Normal. You're good. You're good. You're good. Good.
It's a very short round robin. 9 teams. You play 8 games, and 3 wins already, including one over Kayla Schmurler. And the key thing to keep in mind is, as you look ahead to the rest of their games, is head-to-head result will determine who advances. There's no tie-breaking game, so that's why it makes it so difficult for someone like Northern Ontario, who've lost their 4. Even if they were to come back, they've already lost to teams that would get the jump on them, that would be given a spot ahead of them because they've won the game. So everything is very important.
I don't know. I don't think it matters. Which turn you on? I'll throw this out here. Okay. What rock did I throw with the draw last time? This one. Can I try the other one? Yeah.
Skip stones, and already we noticed that early in the week when the rocks had not been sharpened.
Even a 15, I think.
That they do move rocks around. They play with them, as if I may use that term, to find out which one will do certain things. And in this case, he said, I want to try this one now first. Throw this one first, then we'll throw the other one.
I think that's just a brilliant move. And keep in mind, Rachel wrecked. Got away with it, wrecked. She was really close, but it curled really hard. I think the big reason is because that's the swingiest spot in the building, but it's a good idea. Now, this is a free one. Let's see if this curls similar amounts on that. It's the same side away from the boards. Just to get a little feel if my rocks are really matched. Hopefully you get to do that in practice, but sometimes you're not successful.
15-2. Okay.
Good. I like that pass.
Just try to roll it that way.
So 3-1, and they opened up with that win over Krista McCarville, and then PEI beat BC, or lost to BC. So think about this. If it ends right now and they happen to be tied with BC, well, Brown would get the spot. That's how it's going to work. So no tie-breaking games. And those wins against contending teams are very, very big. Well, we saw Krista McCarville pick up a steal of 2 after that missed last shot by Kayla Schmurler. What's happening now?
Well, interesting shot. Krista faced 4. She was trying to make a triple. Only got 1, but she's second shot. So they're trying to get rid of this stone, but they have to be so careful they don't remove a couple with their own.
Watch the jam, and they did. Where will this sit down? And no, it spins too far, but it looks as if they'll get their deuce back.
Boy, that was such a high-risk shot. It was so difficult to remove.
So they did give them the deuce.
What were they laying before she threw it, Kathy?
Only 1.
Just the 1, okay.
Just the 1. It was just hard to get rid of without going on your own.
Yeah.
Homan's last here in 3.
Down normal. Yep. Reach close. Hard. Yep. Yep. Keep going. 90. Good.
Whichever one you like, whichever one you know.
Yeah, I think this one.
Okay.
Slight. Yeah, 9-8. Possible to throw a 9.
3-0 BC leads it. That's Corinne Brown out of Kamloops as she plays Julia Weigel and the team from the Iqaluit Curling Club.
Well, Julie was facing 2 on her first, managed to get 1. It is maybe half buried for her, trying to get to the front of it to score 2.
Yep. Yep. Go early. Yep. Yep.
Right away.
Yep.
Yep. Hard, Allison.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Final stone on the way. Nancy Martin.
Lee.
Oh, that is a biter.
Oh, yes.
And here we go. Sit down, push it through. That'll be 2 for Weagle. And the blank on our game. So
River it out.
well timed out.
You can say we're on it.
It remains 2-1 Team Canada and Saskatchewan. We'll have Last Rock when we come back. Into the Wayback Machine, Mr. Peabody. The 2011 Scotties final, Charlottetown, and defending champion Jennifer Jones facing Amber Holland in Saskatchewan in the 6th. Down by 3, but with last, Holland with a great weight tap to move that far enough to score 3 and tie it at 6. Now 10, scored, tie once again. Saskatchewan sitting 1, but Canada with the hammer. Jones cannot make the run back stick, and Saskatchewan steals the win. Make the final 8-7 as Amber Holland, Kim Schneider, Tammy Schneider, and Heather Kalinchuk, your 2011 Scotties champions, and that is the last time Saskatchewan did win a Canadian women's curling championship. So it has been a while. And there's Sherry Anderson, the designated team in the bubble during the pandemic of 21 at 6-6. But you can see how many different teams. So this is the first time, this is the 5th different Saskatchewan champion in Martin.
Top 4, top 8.
In 5 years.
Which shows we've got some depth, but it also shows that you don't have much experience because nobody gets back here twice. Makes it a little tougher. Nancy's kind of a bit of both. First time skipping, but lots of experience.
Well, she's a 4-time runner-up, of course, is Nancy Martin. Twice with Sherry Anderson, and then twice as Skip in her Saskatchewan play.
Yes,
I'm speaking of.
Yes,
23-24 back to
very, very close.
Yeah.
Get to nose hard. It's coming down. Get to nose.
It should.
Okay, good. That's good.
Oh, both yellows are raisable.
Can't really tell.
We try to tap that yellow.
That yellow, I think. Just back 8 or
So I
back-
want you to, I'm asking you to do something, both of you here.
freezing to it for now with your
Yeah, I like the freeze.
Be Sherry Anderson, watching.
I think so.
Be her,
we like that.
who loves mixed doubles, and where the difference is. Would Sherry go up and say it ripped the guard? When does Sherry rip the guard? That kind of thing. Or do you continue to play to the middle in a mixed double style?
I think right now the play is to keep it in the middle. Saskatchewan's sitting shot rock, top of the button. Angles, like Russ was saying, Team Canada has some options here. So if you freeze, nestle one right in the pocket, you take the angle away from the yellow.
And you can't get this red one out if it's good.
Top 4. T-line, T-line, T-line. Back 4. Back 4. Back 4. Back 4. Back 4.
Good.
Very
Fine,
nice.
that's great. It's a good shot, Cage. Great throw.
Down.
Run it. I like that.
Okay.
Just slow.
Cage ran a
Is this
lot
the out?
throwing the second stones for Saskatchewan, and she is a former Canadian mixed doubles champion with her husband Colton. Emma missed it.
It's close. Whoa.
Curl. Really got him a little bit.
Now kills their own and just replaces the center guard.
I could always make that red.
PEI gets 2 in the 3rd to lead
Can I
3-2
freeze to that yellow again?
over New Brunswick.
Does that do anything?
I kind of like delaying that a bit. I kind of think
I like that even if we...
What?
I like that.
Couldn't have worked out much worse.
Make them chase us.
Still can't make the double unless you play the long raise.
Well, I mean, and the shot stone is in behind a stagger.
Yep.
He's really nice.
It's what we talk about all the time, and I'm a strong proponent. It's not the shot you make, it's the shot you leave. And Nancy's put pressure, other than the last time we ran it up and down, put pressure on Team Canada.
Yeah.
almost every single shot. And they could sit 4 here if they wanted to.
Yeah, and some teams, Saskatchewan has Hammer and they're throwing a centerline guard. So some teams just wouldn't do that because curling 101,
Right.
strategy 101 says team with Hammer, go to wings. But they know that Team Canada is going to throw that run back again, so they need to block it.
Now it's a quadruple they're trying to make.
It's where you throw it now. Doesn't do anything.
Got to be careful here, Homan. If you peel the front off, they'll be looking at 3 or 4, albeit right together. But you've only got 3 rocks left after this stops.
Really hard.
Tracy
Drag
Fleury.
it. Head down. You gotta go. Hard.
Miscue. And we'll leave 2 up front now. Center line is open, but the stagger is not lined up with shot rock.
Oh boy.
I think we need to jiggle those reds.
He did protect second shot though with where Tracy's shooter went, so it's not all grim.
So you could hit the middle red onto that one if you wanted to. You could jiggle the reds. Nancy's going to be patient.
Now, someone from the other end said we should do some jiggling.
Yes, because then you've got 2 raises.
Yeah, and they're all in the front of the.
Yeah.
Just unlock it, and then you've got lots of options.
Are you ever surprised they're guarding, actually?
I think maybe third, second, you might see the jiggle.
Keep
Line's
straight.
really good. Harry.
Straight.
Line's really good.
Clean.
Heads up. Heads up. It's really high. It's a high
Heads
kick.
up. Clean. Clean. Good.
Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Good.
Nice shot, Che.
Shot, Che. What do you guys like?
but
Do I run that yellow in?
Better make it.
We have to connect.
I know.
Okay.
Big curling shot here.
Even nose is fine. Even nose is fine.
Nose is good. What would we go? We're second. Where would we put the guard?
Rachel's saying one option's nose. Little high side's the
No,
play.
7/8 high. That's good.
They were just wondering about throwing a guard. A guard.
But what?
A guard?
Not a dumb idea.
You want to talk about it?
What? Just to try and hold them to the
Yes,
single.
because if you run this back and it overcurls, you take out your own. They're drawn to sit 4 with Hammer.
Yeah.
If you high side it, you take away that stagger, and that could be problematic also.
Like if we don't make this double,
Even if I make it,
then
we're
it's
still in a
easier
good
for her to get at this. Like right now, she can't get at this one.
Here.
Yeah.
We have to guard this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bailing here now. They have to.
tight?
That was a risky raise call.
I don't know.
I think they can
I
still
think
get
tight
if we're in a
better.
line, they can still get to it.
Okay. As long as we tuck it, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. We've seen this line.
We know the speed here.
Great to
Low 15 to T here.
totally change gears this end. It's not what Holman's used to, like you said. How often have you seen them throwing guards, giving the team with
Even
Hammer a
if we
point?
weld, it's not the end of the world.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, we know this line.
Yeah.
You can keep
And
it
to
there.
that
It'll come
point,
back.
Russ, there still is space to get in for the second point.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. My concern here for Tracy is this could overcurl easily because it's a very, very swingy spot, and there is an angle tap to sit 3 or 4.
Do you believe, Joe, that Homan is a little surprised at Saskatchewan's style of play?
No, I think she's seen Nancy Martin a lot in her own mixed doubles game, and she knows that Nancy's a fierce competitor, so I don't think it's a surprise.
Drag it.
Weight's there.
Finish. Tuck a piece. Tuck a piece.
Yeah. It's almost in. Okay.
Beautiful guard. That was a much needed stone.
Good.
Interesting.
Big shot, Tracy.
Nancy calling down Jalen Stewart as well.
That overcurls, Vic. Curls another 6 inches. You can hit that middle red on the right-hand side. Sit 3 buried.
And if we take double
Timely guard.
we try at this and we double those off, that's fine. She has to play the guard again, or if she plays that, then she opens that.
Yeah. Just a hair high. It's going to be dead straight here, Shay.
Are we trying to get the yellow?
Pardon?
Are we trying to get the yellow? Oh, that one. Oh. Yeah. I thought we were playing the other yellow and she's like a hair high. What? Nope. We're playing the outside yellow. Trying to make the We're trying to hit the one in the house.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Firm.
You might end up with the double peel.
I think that's what they're trying. Yellow.
Yeah.
No, I think they're trying to, that one at the bottom of the cashmere, to get the second shot wrong.
Oh, okay.
That's
Right. And if they open it up, yeah.
Jalen made a pile around back to the opening draw that we featured.
Yep. Hard.
Kadriana Lott.
Okay.
And we'll just drive it through and then leave the shooter right there.
You were right, Vic. They were going right back at the second shot rock, yeah.
Shoot, she gave it a good effort.
Imagine if you made that.
Does that run make, like, would that be a double run?
Yeah.
So then I think we have to guard that.
Right?
Yeah.
This they're just
if we go back forward and she makes that run.
In a
through,
2-2 tie.
we're going back.
And the final stone coming up here for Northern Ontario and Krista McCarville.
Well, huge chance for Krista. Kayla Skurlik was playing the freeze on her final stone and just grazed off the front, but where she rolled, she set up a double, and with that double, it could be for 3.
Ashley Sippola, here we go, run it back, drove it through, and that will be for 2. As a team, they're curling 93%.
Here, like, how does she get out both yellows? It's impossible.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
It's just a little bit more of a guess here than it is on the intern.
Sure, we can even go here and there's no yellow,
Okay.
okay?
Okay. Sure.
Anywhere in here?
Sure.
Like trying to outcount these two, yeah.
Okay.
So I think for speed, it's going to be close to 14
What's
and a
better,
half.
around it or in front of it?
I think a little higher is better.
I think here or here.
Okay, sounds good.
Like go all the way by it or here.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to get to it, but
yeah.
if you like 14 and a half.
I give you here for center line, right?
Do you like that, Em?
Just
That
the
was for
straighter
center
the
line,
two
yeah.
sides. Rachel needs a ton of curl
Maybe
past
more,
that long
maybe
guard.
14 and a half. Even more.
He's just trying to outcount the Reds at the top of the house.
Nose is yellow. Catch the back, if not into whatever she's throwing, and then it opens up my red run.
Yeah, true.
And if it makes her guard over there, then I have the
Then
draw.
you have the draw.
It does have that, so you can keep it there here. Yeah. Oh, wait, you got it right. Keep your extension.
See Nancy go red,
8 more
yellow
feet, you
into the pile of
Yeah.
Reds.
6 to 8.
The center line.
Yeah, it's there too, isn't it?
Split out wide. I think it'll be a little slow.
Skip Stone's here in 4. Peeking in as well on Brown and Weagle, and the final stone coming up from BC's Corinne Brown out of Kamloops.
Julia Weagle was attempting a double on her final stone. She got 1, but stuck it right there, leaving BC 1 in the 4-foot. So this is a draw for 2 for Corinne. Needs to bite the 4.
So sitting 2 and 3 are the defending champions, and Brown is going to come up light and settle for just the single.
World-class shot by Rachel Homan on our side.
To what end?
Like Ty threw
And what's
it.
the point? I mean, dedicating back in there. I mean, was there any? Well, the shot stone is there. What? Were they trying to angle that yellow back and maybe grab? No. So.
No, they did exactly what they wanted. You know, they're sitting second, third, so it kind of looks like Saskatchewan can't make those top rocks count.
Okay.
Because at one point it was looking at 3 or 4 at one point for Saskatchewan here, and now I don't know. What do we got here?
Gotta let it just get to nose because it's still pulling it that way, right?
Yeah.
Thing is, at least if I like either
If
make
you
this
just-
or open it, then she has to decide if she guards, and then we can either run the red or draw, right?
Yes.
Is it red, yellow, red double, or are they
I'm throwing my in.
intern? Oh, okay, intern on the
nose
yellow.
of that yellow. Okay.
Through the red port, which is small, onto the yellow, I think.
Nice firm. You got her.
Now they said we can then draw. Is she talking about the intern draw for a possible second
Yeah,
point?
that intern draw is always there. Just needs
Okay.
to touch the button. It's not easy, but it's definitely Nancy's strength.
Whoa! Curl! Curl! Roll it, Shay! Hard!
Oh, did she just hurt herself on that draw now?
Valid point.
Okay.
Might have rolled far enough to still leave the side button.
Double on those.
Trace, you have to play the intern. I think it'll over curl.
Okay. Could we ever tap the shot?
Like what piece is the double?
I think so. I think just guarding the hole. Okay.
I'm a little surprised only when I'm seeing that last shot, the one to the back four.
Yes.
Why they didn't try to just tap up the yellow stone that was second shot.
Where are we going? I think like it's over buried, and this is the straighter side, so probably a question of whether or not it was there.
Okay.
Spinner for it not to curl past the guard, and then it's just there. Like you can see 3/4, right?
Is it easier?
Joff,
don't we want to guard her red? Like the red slash looks worse to me.
Do we take her with the in so
Like,
then we can get behind the red? Right?
Yeah.
Kind of replace it where it just was.
Yeah. Trace, I think we have to go this way.
PEI, New Brunswick 3-2. DeCarlo from Crapo leads.
Well, that red stone in front was Veronica's final, was trying to guard her stone. It over curled. And so access is available for Melissa to the shot stone, a chance for 3.
Wow, yeah, tap that back 12 for a 3 spot.
You could have hit it, Kathy. It's that
Sure, she could have. Absolutely. I think they were worried about grouping their stones.
Right.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. How much? Whoa. Close. Yeah. You gotta go.
From the Capital Curling Club in Fredericton, Melissa Adams. Oh, sit down, and that will be for 3. And another conversion. Last rock getting more than 2 points or more. You know, it's funny. Again, I'm just throwing stuff out. You still think that the draw is there on the other side?
I'm not. I don't think so. With the way that it curls, you can just get by that corner guard, and then it's probably crashing on the red at the top of the 8 foot.
Because I was thinking
yesterday,
maybe that's where that guard should have been. If that was there, you go to the other side to take that hole away. I don't know.
Yeah,
you don't think so?
I think it's pretty tight, especially Nancy's going to get a bit more curl.
Whoa! Look at you
for 4.
Wow.
Maybe should have put another one on. Maybe.
Oh.
I think you'd hit that red first. So.
Like half?
Can you hurt yourself though?
Yeah. If you happen to run this onto the red.
Shot rock?
Yeah, it could hit shot. If it plants on shot rock, it might be a steal.
Possibly, yeah, but for 4, I think I'd take a go at it.
Yeah, there's really no shot for 2. If that guard wasn't there, then it's the draw all day. Team Canada would have guarded it though.
It's a little more.
This is pretty natural, and Team Canada didn't see it.
Like half rock? Yeah, half rock. I think.
Yeah, they were looking at the yellow double through the hole.
A 9-5 to a firm.
I think you have to throw firm to get rid of both of those yellows.
If you're trying to get
It's got to be dead perfect. That second red has to hit
Well, if I was just trying to get
3/4 of the top yellow. It has to be perfect, but it is there.
Yeah, I do. Okay, hair more. Just half rock, hair more.
Thick half, I would think.
Final stone. Is there a combination here for 4 for Saskatchewan? No. Couldn't drive it back, and so after all that,
1 red.
it will be just 1 red, 1 Saskatchewan here in 4. Well, we hope you've enjoyed your family day, holiday, where you are across the country. Maybe Louis Riel Day in Manitoba, Islander Day in PEI, Heritage Day in Nova Scotia. Welcome back to our continuing coverage. The Scotties, the Tournament of Hearts, Canadian Women's Curling Championship from Thunder Bay. On this Monday night, our featured game, Saskatchewan. And Nancy Martin from Saskatoon with a record of 3-1 against the defending champions, Rachel Homan's 3 straight wins. Here we go to the 5th in a 2-2 tie, and it is Team Canada And Homan, let us have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Gotta curl.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Keep going, curl. Hard, Trace. Take it, Rage. Go, go, go. Hard. Hard, further. Go, 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 go.
Nice shot, Sarah.
Bit of a miss from Deanna Doig. I think her first miss of the game this end. She was playing a come around the middle and just tapped it.
She's been
spilled off.
out curling Sarah. Some teams would chase this, but not this team. Race to the forefoot.
We're all there right now.
Lots of curl here.
Oh, line's good.
Top four.
Line's great.
Top four.
Line's good. Yep.
Well, oh, line only.
Hey, hold in. Hold in. Hold in. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sliding.
Right
Back
here.
four. Sliding. Can't.
Okay, that's good. Good throw, Cage.
And a little deep. Slides back 8. Okay, is this still, you said a little earlier,
Across the
Joe,
face. Like that.
you know, the unconventional style, when we say conventional,
That's straight spot.
that it may be surprising. That, do you have to be a certain kind of team, a certain kind of player
Okay, I'll let go.
to do what Martin is doing? Because as Russ said, some teams would chase the stone behind the guard belonging to Homan, but they've elected to go around the center. Does that say something about the team you have to be or the style you have to play?
Yeah, I think that some people naturally have better feel. Some people
Really good.
more precise on their hits. And I think for this team in particular, 3 out of 4 play so much mixed doubles that, of course, their comfort zone is the draw.
Yes. Yeah, and why not? Why not? You know, you figure out your team DNA and then use it.
To win championships consistently, you need both.
Similar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this team in particular, I would say up the lineup, you don't want to leave them the draw, but the hits are still there.
Okay, line's great.
Line's good, guys.
Just a
Make sure.
beautiful double there. Not only made it, but rolled over and double guarded their shot rock for Homan.
Gotta be here. Shay, gotta be here.
Shay, go.
Shaylin Stewart.
Hard, Shay, go. Come on, Shay, go.
Boy, if he can get there now, drag it a little farther. Wow, what a great brush. Wonderful. Shaylin Stewart.
She's such a strong brusher. Really good body position. She has her brush head right under her chest when she's sweeping. There's so much downward pressure here. She takes the rock on almost every single shot. Like, you can't even see the rock from the overhead. She has a great upper body position there.
Emma Miscue. Sarah Wilkes. Oh my, get their one in the rings and spill it back. And just like that, Saskatchewan is sitting 2 without. Center line is open. They do have Canada 2 corners to work with.
And again, though, they've got a lot of work to do.
All right, back to McCarville and Skurlik, and final stone coming up for the Alberta champions out of Calgary.
Well, pretty wide open until Kayla Skurlik buried around the corner guard on her first, but Krista did one better, buried around the corner guard and Kayla Skurlik's zone. No way to get it out. This is the force. Needs a bite of the 8.
No. Curling now. You're gonna cross.
Gotta cross.
Okay.
Oh,
That's not a good sign.
no, they're just, let's go for a walk.
No, line's good. Line's good.
Sit.
Line's good, easy.
And no, I think it went that little bit too far. As Saskatchewan plugs the middle.
A couple feet more, to be honest. Side. Yeah.
What do you think, Kath?
I think it may have gone too far.
Yes, it
I guess
did.
we're on it.
So Northern Ontario leads it 5-2 after dropping their first 4. And disappointing week, to say the least. Ho hum. Just 97% for Tracy Fleury.
Yep. Hard.
Snapped her hand off the handle there.
Hard.
Had some trouble connecting on their run backs so far this game, Team Canada.
Good.
And
Sorry, we didn't know the call.
backs up the shooter.
Guess they were playing the double peel. They're not the run back.
I didn't see anything good in the middle here because we would have left the guard. I think we were just free as well.
They called run back originally.
Somebody said they didn't know the call.
Yeah, that's not smart.
Well, that's not like them, to be sure.
Little more.
Okay.
Close to the same.
Clean, cage, clean.
No, if it's a little more, that's good.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Straight. You gotta hold the line a little.
No.
It's gotta
no,
sit.
line. Just let it stop. Just let it stop.
Okay, curl now.
It's good.
Whoa.
Good.
Atta girl.
Might have left a little bit here.
Yeah, they just wanted to make sure that they didn't leave a hit and roll behind the corner, though.
11.
I'm going to show them the center line side, if anything.
If they get at this with the intern stay or roll to Rachel's broom, it's problematic for Saskatchewan. Not easy. It's a little straighter turn, but it's there.
This is who you want throwing it. Tracy with her finesse game is one of the best.
11. Well, close. Yeah. 11. Whoa.
Clean.
11. No, curl. Little light. Get it moving. All the way.
Now,
Head down.
miscue.
You gotta go.
Hard on.
All the way.
Go.
And you can see Wilkes already ready to take it back at the T line.
That's good, Tracy.
Really good.
So they sit in the open. Shot rock for the moment. Team Canada 2 and 3 belong to Saskatchewan.
Great shot.
Controlled by just enough, as we say, to do the job.
That's how hard those guards are with this curl. Because they brush that red guard until the last second, then realize they overbrushed it. It's hard. It's hard to get it dead perfect.
This comes up a hair, right?
Yeah, a little more ice.
Your way.
Firm?
Okay. Firm?
Yeah. Like firm? How to get the back one?
The back yellow?
Yeah.
Do we have to?
We don't have to, but like we can't, if we make contact on ours, it's no good, right?
Yeah. Right. We
So
just
we
want to make sure we
basically-
hit half rock.
Yeah.
You like less weight then? I mean, we're still sitting 1 and 2. They have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably a double for Homan if you roll out, though.
Straight through.
Looks like it's in that little window on the left.
Yep. Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Curl. Okay. Good.
Go around the guard top 4, partly buried, or you can play the double if it's there. I'm not sure you can get by the red tight enough.
The problem with the double is you leave a double
Yes,
back.
yes.
So maybe try to get buried here. If Saskatchewan chases and wrecks, there might be a chance for
I think so.
a 3.
Yeah, the double's not quite there, actually, with speed. You need speed.
It's like another foot than my free draw out of the front end. Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah, I agree.
Ideally,
Got to cross center.
Rachel
So, like,
probably
max
wants to
two.
bite top 4 here.
It's close.
She's in the 8-foot. Nancy could come around everything.
Even if we half bury
And
it,
anything deep,
yeah.
Nancy's freezing and narrowing down that
Do you want a
scoring
little left
area.
So you can keep it there.
Three previous games for Rachel Homan were also in the 80% range.
Clean your line.
Line only.
Line good. 7.
Just
Don't want
clean.
you. Oh, then. You have room. Lots of room. 6. Curl if you can.
It's real close.
Line's good.
Curl.
Just a bite of 4. 6, 7. Curl. Not too deep. Move it hard. Yep.
Line only.
Whoa.
Line only.
A little deeper than they wanted, but pretty good.
14-9.
was quick. 14-9, just kind of dusted.
I think so.
That curl.
Yeah, I think so, Nance.
Problem with a bit of over curl. Can Nancy freeze to the corner of this and be shot?
Yep.
I think so.
Has she thrown any drugs?
You like freezing this?
Yeah, I like freezing this.
Better stay high side to be shot.
Yep, yep. I got a 14-9 on hers.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be frozen. Could be a couple inches ahead of it
Yeah,
and
it's going to be a
still
little
be
bit
shot.
heavier. You're going to
Tap it
feel
a
a little
bit.
bit more than hers
Yep.
because we're curling more. So it's going to be that like 14-7. Good speed. I think you can go.
Final stone for Saskatchewan.
Line's good. Line's good.
And
Room,
Nancy
room,
Martin.
room.
Wait if you can. Wait.
Curl forward.
Curl if you're sweeping.
Yes. Gotta go. Hard. Get up there.
Really good.
Watson Stewart on the brush, trying to take this down as far as they can. Maybe lay this right on the corner. Can you hold it for shot, Stone? Oh, no. No.
Say that was just perfection if they kept on that.
We were saying to switch if they had to sweep, but a little less weight. Rachel's was there on its own, so it took its time. That was sweeping weight.
Yeah. You gotta
Lost
worry.
the line.
You gotta worry about the speed, not the line. It's gonna get there.
See, Shaylin is taking the rock, so her push stroke is encouraging that rock to move and curl more.
Drag it.
And right at the end, they just lose it.
Okay, that's straight.
I'm slightly worried that's too much.
By that much.
What are you worried about? Like hitting the guard? Then take
So huge, Vic, because let's pretend that shot. Rachel's got a very tough one. Now it's a steal.
Yeah. Keep it there.
Now that it's shot, Rachel makes it. It's a 3-point swing.
A little less. I liked it. Yeah.
Easy on line. Yep, go ahead. Yep.
I think we're okay.
Just for weight. Line's good.
Don't want to.
Big rotation.
Curling. Stay with it. Hard.
Got to get off that corner guard coming up.
I think you're heavy. Whoa.
Curling big.
Yeah, no problem with that. Now the question is if it's where it's going to skate to. How to go? No, that's just perfect. Wonderful. Very, very good. Rachel Homan. Good one with her first, even better with her second. 4-2 at the break.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. And by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada.
Rachel Homan and her team on top, 4-2 at the break. And it said her first one was really good. This one was very special for the second one.
We've spent so much time talking about Nancy Martin's team and how good they are at draws, but look at this. Rachel has to go a little bit wider on this one. There was some concern about it running straight, what the speed would be, but well managed by both brushers here for that second point.
Key shot brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together. And it just goes to show you how big Martin's was. If she would have been on that corner, wouldn't have been able to make maybe that shot or just make it for a single. So the numbers after 5.
Yeah, the tiny little tick in that second end, but able to sweep it in far enough for Team Homan to get their 2 in the second, and it's that 2 and 5, that game of inches. Nancy Martin's team just overcurled a guard, just overcurled a freeze, and that's your difference.
Yeah, her numbers have to come up. However, look at that, just 63% so far for Nancy Martin. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports book and casino partner of Curling Canada. On her birthday, Nancy Martin trails by 2. We haven't had much snow actually in the last few days being here in Thunder Bay. It's been cold, but getting through it. Yesterday, of course, was a Sandra Schmurler Day, and we want to say thank you to everyone who has made a donation. Look at that. The final total, $1.131 million. And if you still would like to contribute, there's the website. You can do it there. All in support of neonatal care across the country. To everyone involved yesterday, the curlers on the phones, to all the organizers, we say a sincere thank you. Hard to believe, March 5th, 25 years since her passing. Incredible. Welcome back on this Family Day, Monday night. Wonderful draws, two of them by Rachel Homan. Put them in front, 4-2. And it is Saskatchewan with last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Redstones here in 6.
9. Whoa.
Quite a game, Vic. You know, Tracy's 98, Rachel's 88, a lot of them tough, and they're barely ahead here. Saskatchewan full marks for applying pressure.
Yeah. It's pretty close on the weight. Like, yeah, I thought it was going heavy.
The smallest of errors last end.
Yeah.
Canada able to capitalize. Slight over curl on the guard, slight over curl on that freeze.
Line. 3. Hard line.
Hard.
Hard line.
Just a 3. Hard. 2, 3.
Whoa. Whoa then. Whoa.
Now, if that's bumped it off the line.
Go ahead. You put it back? I can't hear you. Just, you want to put it back?
That it's off, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's off. What do you guys want to do?
Better to leave it, or you're not, if you're Rachel.
It's an auto double heel.
She can right around.
You can, yeah, you're right.
If you bump it off that line,
Yeah.
I think we take it off.
We don't want guard.
Sorry?
you can take it.
Take it off. She can roll it in.
You can take it off, the red one, and put the yellow back where it was, or leave them the way they sit.
That clock
Where do you think it went?
While we deal with this.
No.
Okay, right around.
Speed's nice here, Em.
Okay.
The stagger guards could help Homan in a steal opportunity, which it is, but the way they hit, they want that yellow one that they can run in later.
Yeah, and even just to worry about releasing that stagger, creating some corner guards.
I like it.
I don't mind taking it off for Team Canada.
Line's really
And
good.
the other way works too, because they're already shot. They
Line's
sink
good.
another one in this swinging spot.
We're to it. Well then.
You hear the, I don't know if you heard that Emma miscue. As soon as she's like, oh, I like that. I like that.
8. Do you want it to the back one? It's there. Okay.
And that's just a little bit too deep.
All three of those deep.
Interesting though, that's 2 rocks in the last 2 ends.
Yeah. What did you see? I gave you less ice. You had more release. Obviously 17.
Sarah's trying to battle through her rocks, just had a bit of a hard time setting up the ends. But I was just commenting, last end Tracy was throwing a peel and they said, oh, we didn't know what we were playing. And this one, Sarah's sweeping into the rings saying, do you want it to the back one? That's a detail that this team never misses. Everyone usually knows what the shot is. Are you going top button or are you freezing into the back pile? It's very different sweeping.
Good. Nice. Great throw.
This should run better.
This run better.
Yeah. I'll throw a little bit less.
All right, Kathy, what's going on elsewhere?
Well, Veronica Main made a wonderful shot against 3, had to go right to the lid to get her single, but still trails by 1. Corinne Brown stealing 2 after Nunavut not able to connect with the stones they wanted in control in that game. And Northern Ontario just stealing another as Krista Skurlik goes a little bit deep.
Hard. Bounce off the board. Hard. Whoa. We gotta hit it. Stop. Okay.
Good auto call by Rachel Homan. If they brush it by, you've got hook guards again. Now you can raise both those.
Even if you're...
It's a surprising miss from Emma.
Yeah.
She had to go a little bit wider for this, but
Some of those, or else just go right here.
she just hit the tee line.
Yeah, exactly.
Do this first.
Even if you're, full top 4. You got her.
Similar?
2 feet more
Yeah.
on this side.
Wait, Julie.
Similar.
Back 4.
Whoa. Whoa.
Back 4.
Hold it.
Close. Back
Whoa,
4.
clean up.
Close. Yep. Holy.
Yeah.
Shaylin Stewart trying to get it past those two center. Did that. Now right up to their own. And push it back. And they are the shot rock. Second shot, however, does belong to Team Canada.
Think we can make the intern draw?
That's the easiest shot. Run backs are there, but where's the shot rock go?
Sure. You like the intern, freeze?
6-2, Brown leads it, and final stone coming up from Nunavut.
Well, for Julia Weigel and her team, had Brown in all sorts of trouble. She had a chance to hit to line 3 on her first, was not able to make it. And so Corinne Brown hit the second shot. They do lie 2. She is not playing the double. She's playing the nose to try to score 1. Oh,
Sorry.
no.
Wow.
3.
3 it is.
It'll curl. Yeah, you got it.
Tracy needs to get this on the button.
It felt 7. Clean. Yeah.
Tracy Fleury.
Yeah, line. 7. Whoa. Whoa. Stop. 6. Tons of room. Tons of room. What'd she say? Tons of room. Get in here. Get in here. Hard,
Can take this in right away.
Great shot.
How's that?
I thought that was stopping.
It did. It looked like top 8-ish all the way down.
Pretty close, I can't tell you.
We'll talk about the firmer foam pads coming in handy here.
Well, and just that's technique too. That's perfect room placement, going for distance there. Straight forward, straight back.
Whoa. 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 Stay close, though.
Really close for shot rock there.
Adriana Lott as we drop in on McCarville and Skurlik. And McCarville is sitting the one at the moment.
She is. This is for Kayla trying to come off her own on the outside, redirect, make the double.
Here we go. Got this. Oh, she does. Kayla Skurlik, Alberta gets 2.
Kayla Skurlik makes a lot of hard shots.
Great shot.
Just curious how McCarville is playing tonight.
Much better. I don't know whether it's the 0-4 and we just can relax and play, but as a team and certainly as an individual, playing much better.
Thank you.
I don't know if we have to if we sit right in front of it. I think it's more important where our shooter goes than killing it. Okay, I'm just worried we end up hooking it.
I think it's hard to kill it.
Yeah, that's why I think we almost go nose
It's hard to do
and
both.
sit right in front of it.
Unless you go peel.
Wait, up normal?
Up normal? Nose up normal?
I can't hear you. Up normal, signal. Okay, so we're not killing the red?
No. Staying in front of it.
Okay.
So they can't kill ours.
Well, from draw 1 on Friday evening, this building has a low
I'd like to.
roof, and it is very difficult to communicate.
It's hard to kill the red and not hit our yellow.
Echoes, things echo.
7 ace, we're not going to disrupt it too bad. Okay. I think out turn.
And even at this point of time, there's not a lot. One game is between ends. There's not much noise out there, and they're having a very difficult time.
That's a really tough and a key line call. I think they're going to go with the double now, which makes a little more sense with the 2-point lead.
Throwing a 98% game is Tracy Fleury.
Okay.
Shot rock now is the Saskatchewan Stone.
Yeah, and more importantly, open it up. That's not what they wanted at all.
Yeah.
That is not. They were wanted to kill that back yellow too.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Okay, line's good.
I think we're all there right now.
Okay, well then.
On its own.
Yeah, we're
Clean.
tapping a
Stay
little.
close, it's curling.
It's coming down.
Yep. 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 Okay, heads up. Clean.
Tapping.
Clean.
Still
Oh,
on
yeah,
their way.
yeah. Yes.
Tapping,
Whoa.
tapping.
Whoa.
Tapping.
Oh, yep, 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 yes.
Wow.
Great
Oh,
shot.
goodness, to sit two.
Good sweep.
Good touch.
Really very nice. Shaylin Stewart. And the brush from Kadriana Lott.
Might have set up a raised double here, though.
Yeah, we could have. Sorry.
This one probably
Doesn't hit it for sure.
Well, we just really want to make sure we get one out.
I think you have to play the raise, but you can't start freezing in here. 2-point lead.
Touches are yellow, I think.
No.
Should go.
The thinner, it should catch this. You gotta hit thin now.
I think we need to try.
Yeah, we have nothing else.
Yeah.
Thinner?
I think thinner catches it. Thicker's gonna drag a bit, but
I think we want it to drag. I don't think we want it to miss the red.
I don't think.
Less than half. This one goes on to here. It shoots out like that, almost right across the tee line. This one will jam, but the way Rachel can throw it, I think it can slide through. It might wiggle around and get out of the 4-foot. Might go all the way through. I'm not sure, but I don't see another option. And if you get this thin enough, somehow stick the shooter. I mean, you probably can't, but certainly leave that side yellow.
Half a rock. Tracy said, make sure we kill one.
Yeah.
No more than two here.
Is it so dangerous to play down and just put one on the lid?
Yeah, I think if that rock back button wasn't a quarter to a third tucked, they maybe would have talked about the freeze. Rachel's been so dialed in on her draws, but it's just a little dangerous.
Here we go. First one. Skip Stone, 6th. Rachel Homan. Wilkes. Here we go. Angle it. Oh, and just across the top. Did not touch it. And so they are sitting one. They, Saskatchewan. Second, T-line 4-foot belongs to Team Canada.
Pretty narrow on that one for Rachel standards. Trying to hit a quarter to a third there.
Yeah. Like, I like the
But a little lucky the yellow stayed where it did.
little flop.
Yeah. Even nose isn't bad if she doubles those.
Yeah.
Probably nose, she's probably doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. So just like.
You get a hair low, you can even overroll.
Yeah,
a
I'm
little,
thinking
but-
like. Bumper?
Okay.
Could freeze one in there.
Okay.
Yeah, if you freeze one in there,
yeah,
that's big trouble for Team Canada.
It really is.
Can't remove either one of
Yeah.
those reds.
Yeah.
You guys like, could you.
Don't know if there's space for a third point, though, if you freeze anyways.
Yeah, like, do we have to hit it?
No, we don't have to. Okay, come have a
Because,
look.
I mean, she's going to blast, right?
Come have a look for a second. I could see. Is there one, like, let her blast? Like, freeze it this way, though? It's tough to.
Yeah, that is a tough line to get to.
They're just wondering if we should freeze. We're third here, hey?
Yeah.
So if we move this guy, like, just. Or we don't have to and let her blast.
I guess the
but she's always playing
moving
this
an inch would be
into the
perfect.
pocket, right? So that's, I think, why we have to roll. Because otherwise she plays this.
Yeah, okay, I'll leave that.
Okay.
Do you even have to move the yellow and just, why don't you do a cold drawing? Why do you have to play out the yellow?
Yeah, you can. You can.
Yeah, I think to Nancy's point, it's just a little bit tricky to navigate with that side yellow.
Yes.
Just hit nose. Oh, no. I like the overall.
Kind of weight.
Bump. Just bumper.
Okay.
11.5. You like a little more ice here?
You don't want to move that very back yellow because let's say Nancy hits and rolls to the right, then there's a raised double that is made really easily by Rachel. If that back yellow is gone, that's kind of protecting shot rock.
Bump. Clean.
Easy bump,
Whoa,
baby.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Watch it at the end.
Curls.
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 Trying to help it over now. Here goes Shaylin Stewart.
Hard curl.
Curls.
Take it right over,
hard
off
shape.
the yellow, and roll over. No.
Okay.
But they do sit 3 for the moment.
Nose double is the safest.
No, I think just try to get rid of these.
Too much ice.
Can I ever get it to go? And weld?
And sit right in front. Like,
well, and if I'm a little thick, I can get it to weld.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think we try to, trying to get this one out is the first goal. It's going to hit the 8 no matter what.
Two choices. You've got that one, which is the easiest for Rachel.
I'm worried it jams on the back yellow.
No,
I don't think so.
No, it's like you have to hit it pretty thick for it to jam. If you're hitting a quarter, it's definitely not.
Okay.
Okay, my question is, Joe, why do you need to play the yellow into the red? Why wouldn't you just make a straight red double?
It's going to curl? Just a little.
There's only the back one.
Can't you take on the side 4 to get the one at 3 o'clock over the one at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, you could. I like this call because the shooter's going to sit right in front of the rock that's in the back of the button.
Okay.
Yeah.
It might even be shot.
Yeah, and at 3 o'clock, Vic, to answer your question, 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, the 3 o'clock rock will jam.
All right.
Rachel can kind of get away with this one way or the other, I think. A little thick, it might roll over frozen. A little thin, you make the double.
Sarah Wilkes, every lick all the way down. Back it up, back it up. Oh, dear. Look at now.
Arrow again.
Hit a quarter. It's jamming always.
Yeah, just overcurled.
I had to hit less of the yellow.
Yeah. That's what pressure does to any curling team in the world.
Chance 4-3.
Rachel's had some tough shots this game.
And listen, I think it's, we've said before, some teams are afraid to play her.
Just knows it to make the back.
Martin has not been afraid.
To the stick.
Yeah, I think just easy 10, hey?
Yeah.
You got her. To the stick. Got her. 10.
Maybe a 9-8. Hair bit.
9-8.
Clean.
Final stone.
Clean. Yep.
Looking for 3.
Yep.
Good shot, Nance. Beauty.
There they are. 3 red candles on the birthday cake to take the lead. Nancy Martin in Saskatchewan.
Great shot. Really good.
The Brier is special.
Just tradition. A celebration of Canadian curling.
Get loud, here we go.
It's everything.
Brier is epic.
Wow, there's just truly something special about a Brier. And here is the field for the Montana's Brier. Beginning the 28th in Kelowna. Familiar names. John Epping out of Northern Ontario. He wins as he's the import there. So many changes to teams as well. Interesting to see Ryan Kleider as the Saskatchewan champion. And look at Sam Moybrook. He's a former university champion, under 25 champion. Comes out of Ontario, a little bit of a changing of the guard there. Owen Purcell, very good from Nova Scotia. Tyler Smith is back from PEI. Oh, yes. And James Gretton, and we know that he's from Oromocto. So that's the field. 5-4 Saskatchewan. After a 3-spot by Nancy Martin, taking advantage of a last rock miss. Rachel Homan, who now has the last rock, has the hammer here in 7, playing the yellow stone.
Two tough ones from Rachel Homan, but missed them both.
Trying to tuck 2 behind that corner. It just geared out into the open.
Okay.
You hate trying to aim at those wide, the wide yellow, because if you tick the guard, which is very easy to do, it comes into the rings maybe and takes out your own. So Nancy's not gonna play around with that. Just get rid of it. You can run it in, hit it thick, and get at least one yellow. You maybe get them both, Joanne.
Yep. Yes. Hard.
Adriana Lott.
Hard. Yep. Okay, roll that off, Shay.
And won't get any, but opens them up.
Just kicked out of the house. It's fucking frustrating here. How much? Down normal? Okay.
Well, come up a little bit here.
Yeah, you got it.
It's a wonderful example of what front end rock position can do to a game. Like it's basically all Saskatchewan until this end, and now it's reversed. And here's an early chance to sit 3, but the only worry for Homan is those 2 center guards.
Yep. Heavy. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. Clean. Oh, yep. Good. There. Oh. Good. Wait, was good? Yeah. Okay.
Double if you miss it.
Yep.
Center line side, you could roll buried.
They're frozen, hey? No, they're like this, Shay. Okay.
Lots of room.
Gotta get to almost nose. Okay. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Clean, yep. Clean. Close.
Clean.
Yes.
Clean.
Whoa, no, off. Okay.
And they'll only get 1.
Okay.
Okay, Kathy, a couple of shots here as they play in the 6th, New Brunswick and PEI. The first is PEI skip.
This is Veronica. Tick, tick. Gets 2 shots stone. Little bit of lady luck on her side. And so that is what Melissa Adams is facing, trying to get through that hole. It's against 3. This is the final stone in the end.
I don't mind that either. Whoa. I feel like it's hard to get back 8 because it's curling. I know. I try to keep it both.
How many are you going to touch here?
Rub.
A dub. Look at that.
And I'll out-rub yours, and I'll take 1.
Just follow you down.
One yellow. One yellow.
Wow.
Yeah. Your shooter's trying to roll.
Are we trying to tap it into that other round?
Yeah.
Okay, back 8?
Yep. You got it.
Getting a little fancy here. Eh?
I would agree with you, Russ. They're playing to tap the yellow that's on the front of the 8-foot into the red that's back tee line in 3rd shot, and then roll the shooter to, I think, edge on edge or mostly open.
Yeah.
With those center lines.
And I don't remember them out this wide either.
This is really precise.
No.
You hate to throw it hard enough to throw it through, but you don't want to group them either.
Oh, stop, Curl.
Tracy Fleury.
Curl. Move it out, move it hard. Yep, go. Just real light.
Okay.
And they are sitting
Dead in the
3
house.
with last rock.
Yeah. What did it time?
Kind of worked out. You've left the
I
double,
think
but it could jam.
it's like very dead.
Yeah, tap that any farther, and it's
Yeah, real good.
really jammable.
Yeah.
I like that. Like, if we 2/3 low, hard might go.
Yeah, they got a break on that one.
Try that big roll. Hey,
think that's easier. I'd be concentrating on the across the sheet double with peel weight, and then when you get the shot rock thin enough, it could clear that back one. If you hit 90% of the top one, the back one's jamming.
What turn? Switch. Sorry.
The nice part about playing across the face is if you hit it thick, you might roll right underneath the center guards.
Yep. Whoa.
Shaylin Stewart.
Yep. No.
Oh, and stuffed it. Gets rid of one, but it still leaves Team Canada sitting the 2.
Is that 2 of hers already?
Unless it leaves another triple.
Okay. Roll out.
All right, Kathy, we saw New Brunswick. What else is going on?
Well, Nunavut rebounded with a single. And for Northern Ontario, you may have heard the Moose calls. Krista had a draw to the house for 2, and she made it.
That looks like good ice. You can keep it there.
You know, Kathy, the Krista McCarville story, they just don't play much. I complained about the Eastern teams doing that, and they come here, swing the ice, get their, they're starting to get their sea legs here now, but it might be too late.
Weight's good.
You're not wrong. It's going to be very hard to find their way back in the mix.
Sorry. That's good. It's fine. This is 10. Okay. Good throw, Chase. Good feed. Shot. Nice.
They have a weaker finish for sure. If they pull this one out, they could go 4 and 4. I don't know whether that's good enough or not, Vic.
I don't think it's ever been, to be honest with you. Be hard pressed. 3 was usually the number.
Right. Good shot there, because if Team Saskatchewan eventually buries one, Rachel's got that angle raise.
Yeah, some people might wonder, why are they hitting third shot?
Yeah.
But now their yellow's in a great spot.
Is it ever?
Just further to your point, Russ, it's the people you've lost to.
Right. Valid point. Yeah, 4 and 4 probably is on the outside looking in.
I believe last year 4 and 4 ended up tied 4 ways, and it was draw for Hammer that got through. That was Caitlin Law's team.
You're right.
I got a 9-9, but I was yelling, so I'm not sure.
Okay. I think that sounds probably
Okay.
Hit and rolls are so challenging, but they can roll all the way to the other side of the house.
Pretty tight ice here. It's the swinger of the 2 turns.
Close.
Yep.
Nancy Martin. Skip Stones.
Yes! Hard,
Chase.
Okay.
And we'll slide underneath.
The idea was the hit and roll there. That 8.5 second takeout weight is not really needed. I know she was trying to hit and roll higher in the rings, I guess, but
That was actually curled.
I was going to say, I didn't think you threw that badly.
Yeah, I thought it was going to run, and then it...
Probably just needed a little more ice.
I didn't think it was going to curl like that.
I thought it would run out there, too. So.
And sometimes you see the extra weight to get the roll. Here's Team Canada talking about it being a little dead in the house at this point in the game.
Back 4, back 8, like just past the T line? Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
certainly a yellow double for Martin on her last one right now.
Keep it there.
Light. A little bit. Got lots out of my hand. Yeah, good.
Line's good.
I don't think you can hurt it though.
Backing.
Make sure we're back there.
Look up for me.
Looks light to me.
Real close.
Looks light.
Just don't go too hard.
Make sure you're back. Hard.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Hard, guys.
Look up, easy, easy. Think it's real clean. Just clean. Whoa, whoa.
Yep.
I think it's Yep, I think so. Yep. I think so. I think so.
Okay. Good.
Tracy, let us try.
I'm forever.
Great judge, Joe.
You heard Tracy get in on that one. I never hear that.
Great job.
I like the double.
Really good spot. You like the double?
I can't believe that. Like how far that went?
Yeah.
Both tough.
Yeah,
Whatever
spot
you
they
see.
hadn't seen much.
Mm-hmm. Hit and roll underneath or play the double?
Like we can definitely.
You got a little bit of space, hey?
What?
Got a little bit of space.
Yep.
Yeah, like we can definitely get to the inside.
It's just a short run.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good with this too. Like either one.
It's just we played too cute, and then touch that. It's 4. We can 3's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So try to make it across.
And roll?
I don't think the roll matters. I think just make the double.
Okay.
I think it's like
She throws it like me, like
just
it'll
slow,
run right
like
there.
nose, just slow a nose.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the right call, and you can make this either way. You can run it back on the left or the right side of the back rock.
Guys, like this, we can't roll to be shot.
No, that's okay.
No, I know, but
Okay. Just slow a nose with the in.
Yeah.
Nancy was tempted to play the hit and roll off the back when she's so good with her finesse weight stuff. It's just if it ever over curls and wrecks on the front, then it's 4.
I'm on right straight here.
Not worth the
This one will
risk.
go
She can
straight.
connect on this double.
Oh, yeah.
Be very happy to hold Canada to 2 here.
Easy.
Close.
Close.
No.
Close.
Whoa.
No. Curl.
Just a light dust, and now
Curl.
helping it over. Here we go, and we'll drive it through, and it'll be a chance for 3, Team Canada.
That was our key, Vic, at the start of the show, is drag the play into the rings. And in this particular end, that's exactly what happened early, and they managed to get some misses.
It's different spots, hey? Like,
I can't believe how straight mine went there. Like, well, and that one too, but like mine, like I thought I threw it like straight up, even to like.
Here, let's see if we can get there.
2 brims down the whole way, though, right?
Yeah.
Final stone. Looking for 3.
More body. Nope. Fight good. Gotta go. Really gotta go, Sarah. Hard push. All you got. All you got. You're holding the same line.
Into an open draw here.
You got it. You're good. Keep going. Good feet. 3.
And there it is.
That's sweet.
Replies to Saskatchewan's 3 with 3 of her own. Day 4 of our coverage, the Scotties, the Tournament of Hearts, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. And on this Monday night, a family day, Team Canada with a 7-5 lead over Saskatchewan. Back-to-back 3s. Now Saskatchewan find themselves down again, but they do have last rock, playing the Red Stones here in 8, trailing by 2.
Hard, Trace. Push. Hard. You gotta go. Every inch. Go. Line's good if you're tight. Keep going. Push. Go. Curl. Go. Further. Hard.
Well, they cover half a stone, maybe.
Yeah, the wrong half, though, because it's kind of a corner guard for Saskatchewan, really.
Yeah. Okay. You know it.
T.
Hey.
Back 4.
Roll right now.
Back 8.
Roll. Curl, Shay.
Don't want
Curl,
to.
Shay. Curl.
Coming down.
Curl.
Gotta get off the guard.
Whoa.
Hard, Shay. Hard. You're close. Hey, whoa.
Watch this finish now. This is the swingest spot I've seen in all 4 sheets.
That's fine.
Okay. Good.
And back it goes.
Look where that finishes, Vic. It almost hit the guard.
Out turn freeze. Like to them?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do we ever play the out turn freeze?
To them?
I like that too.
I like this.
If I'm Rachel at this point, I try to do to them what they were doing to you. Just, right? Just make them hit.
Speed's good here.
Make them throw some doubles and run backs. You could freeze to the back one. I understand that would maybe stop a blank. But then they're going to lob one in. And
Little light. Go ahead. What's she saying? Wait on me. I don't know. Little light. Ask her. Yep. Pass the light. Go ahead. Curl.
Well, poses to the stone flurry out in front.
The floor. Keep going. Every inch. Get it under. Okay.
Good. Holy shit, I couldn't hear you at all.
I ran out. That's
Maria.
That's too bad.
It's straight one.
And we have our first final, Kathy.
Well, Corinne Brown faced two, getting stuck for the single, and that took off the gloves. This is a BC team that is just quietly going about their business, but doing it very efficiently.
We go to 4-1. Corinne Brown, number 9 ranked in the country, out of Kamloops, trying to win a first title for BC since Kelly Scott, 2006.
Queen. Good, Mom. Yep. 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 Down, Queen. Whoa. Yep. 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 It's coming down. Coming down. Hard. You gotta go. Hard. Hard. Hard.
There's no.
Good.
Nice shot.
Yeah, oh gosh, and avoids the jam as well.
Great shot. Nice throw, Cage.
You gotta go. Hard. Hard. Hard.
There's no.
Good.
Really good.
Looking for the freeze on the back 4-foot rock now.
Yeah, you can't do anything with that top one.
No, Adriana's hit is in a really usable spot for Saskatchewan, so try to sit 2 for Team Canada.
You're all using hand signals here now.
Okay. Yep, yep, yep. Sorry, guys. It's impossible to communicate.
Look at those percentages. If you're mixed double specialist and that's your style of play, now why not pick up the best mixed doubles player in Canada last year?
10 draws, 95% on them. That's outstanding numbers for Adriana.
Well, yeah. Like,
Same weight?
Yeah. Like bump.
She said same weight.
Okay.
The hair more.
Yep.
Yep.
Good bump.
Bigger.
Yep.
Yep.
Bigger.
Whoa.
Bigger.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Curl, 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 curl. Curl. It's gonna get all.
Okay, just a hair bigger, hey?
Yeah.
That's definitely going through.
Went silent.
McCarville against Skurlik 7-4. Northern Ontario looking for their first win.
And 2 more really good shots by Krista McCarville. Made a perfect freeze on her first. Kayla rubbed off, and that allowed the hit. This is a really tough shot, trying to play a thin double and roll her shooter to push the other Northern Ontario stone out.
Whoa, 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 whoa. And that will spin, and that's a steal of 2.
3.
3, yes, you're right. So 10-4 is your final. Goodness. And let me see. 6 points stolen from McCarville, who wins her first here at home.
And now they wish they could start the week all over again.
Yep. Yeah.
Nose is fine, yeah.
I wonder about Skurlik, though. What did you think?
Just a 10.
It wasn't a good performance. Krista did play well, but the Alberta team was not the same team that we saw this morning.
Brilliant shot from Tracy Fleury. Up, weight, just threaded the needle through that tight corner guard and the top 2 rocks and the 8-foot there. Just barely grazed by.
Hard. Hard. Hard, King. Go, 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 go.
Watch the yellows. Watch the yellows.
Good.
Get it. Sweep it. Sweep it.
There's a little biter at the back belonging to Team Canada, but yeah, I mean 84%'s a nice number, but it's tough to keep up with 98.
Yeah, no kidding.
97 on her draws, though, for Shaylin.
No.
So she's matching her best ever. Scotties game. coming a year ago in Calgary.
Nice shot, Tracy.
Pin roll on your mistake. Yeah.
Shots, Trace.
Thank you.
Out the whole way.
The other thing, we could just do this too.
I don't mind that.
Okay.
Or we can do the hit and roll over there.
Such a neither one's great. What about going around the shot rock? You hit and roll. It's a 4-inch raise for Rachel Homan. You go around the long corner guard. I'm sure Rachel can dig it out of there too.
It's just hard to get around it. There's a high red off center or tight to the line corner guard. Be tricky to navigate to get around that top 12 one.
The yellow one, yeah.
The line will be good. It's running a bit.
Team Homan's done a good job the last 2 ends of preventing Nancy Martin from making her rock pile in the middle. They spread everything out.
You got it. You got it. Go.
They've had to work, Homan.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Good throw, Shay.
Long corner.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's too long, so Rachel should be able to get this.
So I think it's going to be dead on him.
6-5 Adams. New Brunswick leads PEI and the final stone.
And it is PEI line 3, that one that is just at the back of the hearts. The final stone by Veronica Main wanted to be top 4, but slid a little bit deep, so there is backing for Melissa. Doesn't have to move anything, but does need a precise draw.
Melissa Adams, Capital Curling Club in Fredericton. Jane DiCarlo with Veronica Main throwing the 4th stones out of the Crampo Community Curling Club. PEI.
Whoa. Easy. Whoa. Yes. Line's good. Straight. Yes. Straight. Hard. Always straight. Yep. Hard. Right to it. Hard, guys. Hard. Push. Yep. Where is it? No backing. Whoa.
Watch it. Oh, goodness.
No.
That little bit too far. Steal of 1.
Wait, good. Just hop. No. Like to go for me. No, we're not on it. Curl.
They're even at 6.
Curl. Reach good. Curl.
On the
Go, Sarah, go. Roll our shooter, Sarah. All the way, go. Good.
Nice touch. It's getting a little sticky out there speed-wise.
Heavy out of my hand. Back line on contact.
There you go.
Good shot.
Okay.
We threw that bomb.
But the awareness, she knew that before she threw it.
That much. So
Are we hitting and rolling?
a little more
Almost rolled under.
easy hack. Try to get under.
Okay.
I just can't draw there. Like the guard's in the way, and so just easy hack.
Okay.
Like remember I threw that bump here, so I'm thinking like easy hack.
Okay, so that's why.
Curl it over there, and it was walking with that bump. So
That's why she
just try to
played
get low.
behind the long guard. She doesn't really think she can draw in because of that path, because of that guard in the way.
Yeah, with the way it goes sideways at the end
Right.
on this in turn.
Okay.
Should be able to get under.
Okay. Close then. Yep.
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 Hard.
I'll keep it on the side.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard. Right to
Big
it.
carry now for Lott.
To it.
Stewart want to get just across the nose and underneath. Now, and that will do, and just enough to push it out the back.
What a great shot.
Perfect.
Hot. The only problem if she
Really
nuts
good.
it, right?
Good job.
Nice.
Until she nuts it.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, good brushing. Nancy picked the perfect speed for that.
Really curled there, hey?
Yeah.
With that lighter weight, like
Yeah, that was the
Only thing is if Rachel can stick this run back, it'll be really hard for Nancy to get in there to get shot rock.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause she'll be left with the draw, right?
The draw she just said isn't there.
Isn't there. Final stone looking to run this back and get shot rock off the 4 foot.
Yep.
Rachel Homan. Miscue. staying with it. Here we go. Run it back. Bang. And there you go. Now, is there a hole that you have to come through rather than draw?
Great shot. I didn't want to spring the other way, so I was like hedging my bets.
Great shot.
It's really nice reach.
Look at that. You know, to be
Probably
throwing
like
a 63% game
firm ball.
and still
Okay.
close, down by 2.
So this will come up a little more.
The numbers
then?
are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
More. Little more.
It just
Yeah.
popped into the hole, huh?
Mm-hmm, but this isn't a gimme.
Few feet more. I just can't draw here. I don't think.
Yeah.
No, the only way you'd be trying to draw is here.
Here. Yeah.
But
You like that better?
this is there.
Would the draw be there
You know the spot.
if you went wide?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
But you just don't know the ice.
Yeah, uncharted. Yeah.
Just a few more feet than I gave you on that last one, hey?
Yeah.
It's
Like not
probably
anymore?
there
No. Okay.
still,
Wait.
but you'd have to kind of spin it. A little inside out release or something. It's probably there, but this is easier.
Well, you're throwing against 1, 2, and 3. So you got to get through here. It may be done right now unless you get there.
Way bigger than the last.
Here we go. Stewart and Lott. Here we go. Got to get through the hole, ladies. Come on. Can you get through? Get through there. Yeah, you did. Oh, you did. Oh, you did for a single. The family's all here, including granddaughter Scotty. It's been quite the game. Some very nice shot making, like that last one by Nancy Martin on her birthday to get through the hole to pick up the single as we welcome you back. Our 4th day coverage, Scotties, Canadian Women's Curling Championship. So here we go to the 9th, and it is 7-6. Team Canada, Rachel Homan leading. They also have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones. So a couple of staggered centerline guards are up from Saskatchewan, and right around went Team Canada with Sarah Wilkes, so it's covered, and they're going in again.
This is supposed to be a cutter, this one. It should finish, Sarah's saying.
Hard. You're losing line.
There you go.
Nice shot. The second red for Saskatchewan kind of came up a little short, and that's getting to be the theme here. That's getting a bit slower.
Yeah. Great sweep.
I think so.
Okay.
Heel. Half
Oh
rock.
boy, I don't know about this.
You want to go the other way?
Yeah.
Why? What do you think?
Well, Canada's got hammer.
Yeah.
Canada's one up. They'd take a blank. I know they're in a wee bit of trouble. You could come follow that one down, freeze to it, bump it a foot, try not to give up a blank, number one.
Those guards are tight to the ring, so the tops, they don't have a lot of space to curl.
But the other thing is, we've just talked so much about the mixed doubles game with regards to Nancy Martin. Why doesn't she go with that attitude or that style of play?
Yeah, kind of went away with it. I'd be peeling this guard now.
My first thought was peel.
I like the peel.
I don't mind either.
Okay.
Whatever you like.
You could also do that with back line.
Spread I don't want to top it too far. I was thinking top 8 if anything.
I think I like the peel. I like the peel. We don't have a whole lot of time.
The only reason you might not peel, and I think peel's the right call. One up with your Rachel Homan, take your chances, but you could keep piling them in there, hope to put the game away. If Nancy manages to steal one, you still have control of the game. But one up with, I think Rachel's not going to lose too many times.
So what does Nancy do now, Joe? I mean, what's the style of play here? Tap these back, junk it up a little bit?
Because this is going to go this way. Just low.
Yeah, I thought maybe you'd see her freeze to this, to be honest with you, Vic. Like,
you want to throw it hard enough to get them both.
Or maybe around everything.
I was thinking just like,
It's early yet.
I think we just sit on them. We can.
You want to give it a go?
I like the no, like the stay.
This way?
Yep.
Okay. You like that same weight though?
So by peeling, and it looks like Saskatchewan's going to tap one of these out. Now there's an outside chance for Homan to score 2 with 0 risk.
Yep.
Yeah, I just didn't like Nancy's peel there.
Hard.
Yeah, she didn't have a lot to work with,
True.
but at the same time, a blank here is disaster for Saskatchewan.
Mm-hmm.
Good, Kate. Okay.
Now Saskatchewan's going to have to make a double.
Roll it 1 foot.
Okay.
Well, okay? How many times have we heard, my gosh, going back to Linda Moore? You come in with a plan every end. What was Saskatchewan's plan here? What's their plan? They're down by 1 without. So what's the plan?
Force or steal.
Well, how do you do that now?
Well, what happened was they went up and put their centerline guard up, and then when they went to play the come around, they came up light.
Understand. So why are you
staggers.
removing those center guards?
Well,
Why aren't you?
because Team Canada, Sarah Wilkes, placed hers in a really nice spot, top 4, and biting the top of the 4. So there wasn't a lot they could do with that. I do agree with Russ, though. Freeze tab.
Yeah, it was early.
There was a peel to try to run it in and stick it, but it
was hard.
so early in the end to be opening up your own centerline guards.
Another wonderful example of, I think Sarah's been out curl for the first half or so of this game, and you saw the results on the scoreboard. Sarah made 2 pistols there, and the last 2 ends she's played really well, and it's switched this entire game around.
For me, it's just contrary to anything we've heard from Nancy Martin and the way she wants to play. Right. I'm going to lose by 1 or lose by 10.
Whoa. Off.
Brilliant opportunity now to get your deuce.
Keep it there. Yes. I don't want to roll in.
Good. Nice shot.
Yep.
Intern? Pardon? Intern? Or out turn? In? Okay.
In will give you that gear effect to kick it across, because this is a very tough double. As a matter of fact, I think they're trying to hit and roll on top.
You got it.
Don't think they're trying to double, Joanne.
I thought I saw her indicate
double.
that's
Okay.
what she wanted. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa. Yes. Hard.
Coming across and sliding underneath.
So now the angle figured out there, just a little thicker. With lots of speed.
More like a 15, yeah.
Chance now to even these up. 15 seconds to the wing in the 9th end. That's beautiful speed. Usually expect to see the middle stuff get a little slower as the game progresses, so it's held up really nice.
Yeah, kudos to the ice-making crew. It's just like everybody else, that first draw, everybody struggles figuring things out, and so does the ice crew.
You gotta go for in.
Lots of curl. Speed's held up.
Gotta go. Keep going.
Bunk and brush heads.
Keep going.
Oh, boy.
Faster.
Oh,
Nice sweep.
And what a sweep.
Oh my
what
gosh,
a
what a
sweep that was.
I didn't burn it.
That's just
We should have traded there.
a lot of off-season training. Sarah picked that up out of
too late.
Tracy's hand. Especially hogline in to go faster is really hard to do.
Gotta go. Keep going.
At this point, your arms are
Faster,
jello. This is
faster.
mind over matter, trying to just get her
Nice
brush
sweep.
head moving as fast as
Oh my
possible.
gosh.
Okay, 9.5. Want to roll it your way, Cage?
Sure.
Not trying the double, eh?
More, please.
9.5.
9.5, yeah.
Roll and try to group them a little bit.
I would off the top one. Yeah, but they're not. Going to try to roll behind the high one. Tough to do.
Nine.
Whoa, then.
Whoa. Curl, Cage,
Curl, yeah, curl. Okay, yeah. 9.
Okay.
And they'll lose the shooter out the back.
Hey, Nance, that's all right.
What's ideal here?
We haven't seen to this swing a lot. Do you like top house? Top 12?
Top 12 race?
Yeah. I
think it might be a little slower than the intern wing.
Even if you're back 8,
Yeah,
make her play
I think
double.
2 more feet than the one that went back 8.
Would I think we're top 12 here. Would Nancy dare draw around one of them? She's 3 down if they
I mean, we can go aggressive for
trade
it or
hits.
not.
Yeah.
Might be safer to put this like side of the 4-foot or something and
Light.
make her hit it.
Nope. Weight's close.
I mean, she could have played the freeze on her last one.
Yes.
Too.
Line's hanging.
Yep, hard.
Hard. Hard, guys. Go. Hard, you gotta go in.
I think we're there.
Hard is dying.
We're there.
Stay down. Maybe deeper. They might wrap around it.
Curl.
Maybe a bite.
Yep,
Tracy was eavesdropping.
Keep going in, keep going. You can't hurt it. Go. Go.
Good. Good spot. Good shot.
Tracy's right though.
That's a great spot.
Didn't curl, eh?
It took its time. 15-2.
Or that
Just,
guy.
I was going to say, you could roll the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the easy shots hit the shot rock and roll it across.
It's tighter ice.
Okay.
Throw it the same.
Same weight?
Yeah.
And then if you made it perfect, the run back's not there. Your shooter won't be in the rings.
Double's pretty tough, hey?
Yeah,
Yeah, she'll
I
have
like
to play
this.
the run back for the blank, try to spill it.
Just do
Yeah,
it.
true.
What do you start?
Same.
Nancy wasn't all that far off on her first one.
You have lots of time now. You're good. Take your time.
Well,
5 minutes and timeout.
Okay.
Yep. You got it.
Final stone for Saskatchewan.
Similar.
Yep.
And Nancy Martin,
Yeah, bigger. Yep. Hard.
her team ranked number 22 in the country. Stewart, lot, and right on the nose.
Jeez. Somewhere in between those two.
Yeah.
Good throw.
I like down normal, a quarter on the rock.
Okay.
Yours came up here,
Yeah, it does curl here.
A little bit more less so I can keep it there. Yeah.
Tracy's came up here too, so it's. You got it right.
What weight does she have?
She's
normal.
Yeah, she's throwing normal. You're
Yeah.
throwing
Okay.
9.5.
Yeah, this is lots more ice.
Weight's good.
Curl.
Final stone and looking for a couple.
Curl him.
The reigning Canadian world champions,
Clean.
Rachel Homan. And no mistake. That's a huge 2. Coming here in 9 to extend the lead to 3. Martin will have last rock coming home.
Right? Double corner.
Saskatchewan has some work to do. Down by 3 as we welcome you back on this Monday night. The Scotties in Thunder Bay. And Saskatchewan does have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Red Stones. 9-6 Team Canada trying to win their 4th and hand Saskatchewan a 2nd loss.
No rotation here. This is trouble.
Hard, you got it, Shay. Hard, Shay, go. Hard, Shay, go.
A little more.
Hard.
And no.
There's no handle.
That's rotation will help keep the rock alive through the slide path. It's tough as the lead, trying to get as much separation as possible, but 10th end of the game, you almost want to think a light halfway guard.
Like we could do that.
If
Yeah,
it stops that there, it's okay.
Yeah,
and if it's
better.
a little slow, then you'll be that 1.
What weight? Control.
Control.
Yeah.
Little heavy.
Yeah,
Control.
it's heavy.
Down normal.
Are you a little
Yeah, roll it
surprised
high.
that
Roll it high.
Team Canada Russ are keeping stones in play anyway? You're up by 3.
The idea was, you're right. They wanted the 2 yellows stacked on top of each other. When they came beside each other, it is really bad for Team Canada. So that's why they killed that one. Yeah. You could argue 3 up. You don't need any.
Better.
There's no jam, no. I know it's not ideal having extra rocks in play.
Nice weight. Good. I was even like going to the middle if I got too thin. I could do like a little tap behind.
You have to go.
Okay, go ahead then.
Just top 12.
Hard then.
Line's good.
Hard. Line's perfect. Room
Top
shape.
8.
Line's good.
Keep going.
Curl. Curl.
Keep
shape.
going.
You gotta curl it. You have to curl it. You have to curl it. You have to
curl.
You gotta go all the way now.
Gotta
You
go.
All the way.
Gotta go.
Barry. All the way to Barry.
Go.
All the way to Barry.
Hard.
All the way to Barry.
Hard.
Go, go, go,
Hard.
And Barry, it is.
Great effort.
Well, Saskatchewan and Nancy Martin on her birthday came out with a game plan, and look at the 3 they put on in the 6th, but then they gave it up right away, and something happened in that 9th, and the decision was to play it more wide open rather than putting rocks in play, and they now trail by 3, and the difference, of course, is Martin herself not playing particularly well, but still close. The game story is brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995.
Halfway.
Okay, line's great.
Good. I don't think we can hurt her
Let it work a little.
Let it work.
Halfway.
Yep.
Okay.
Line's good.
Line's good. Clean.
A little higher than half.
Line's
Has to
good.
curl then. Curl then. Curl. Curl. You gotta go. You gotta go. Hard. Hard to lose it. Hard. 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 Keep going. Hard. Good sweep. Great throw, Cage.
Don't need to. You could probably chase the back one with the in-turn because of the big curl, but it's just not worth it. Just make some noise on the next 4 rocks.
No.
We got
Boy.
the piece. Probably got our own. It's higher. Yeah, it's good.
How'd you like my stroke?
Very straight. You don't see a ton of corner peels now with 5 rock rule, because by the time you can actually peel one, there's usually 2, and there's just no point in chasing after it.
Dead on.
Speed's good here, eh?
Yep. Yeah. You got it.
Two, 3. Okay, line's good.
2, 2. Coming down.
Okay, curl.
Curl.
Always curl.
Starting to curl
Always
now.
curl.
Keep it going.
Always curl.
Keep it going.
Hard, you gotta go, Cage.
Keep it going.
You gotta go. You gotta
Yeah,
go.
you
You
got
gotta
it,
keep
Cage.
going. You gotta go.
Keep
go,
going,
go,
you got
go, 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 go. Perfect. Great throw. Okay. Same spot.
Tracy Fleury.
Yep.
What a game from Tracy.
99% now.
She is now. Wow.
Yeah, so that's her best ever.
Should be good. Should be good.
Yep.
Okay, so it's good. It's good. Good. Nice Trace. Nice shooting.
Good feet. Good, Trace. Good feet.
Timeout's being called by Saskatchewan.
I think we probably have to freeze now, hey?
We'll bring in the great Sherry Anderson. See what secrets she knows.
Here we go.
You go here. She blasts. You go here. You need a miss, like.
Yeah. Go here.
Yeah.
And then she hits it that side. It might go like that.
Oh. What, you got some no nonsense?
Well, you're going to need 2
You need a
complete
miss.
misses.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
You got to freeze there.
This side?
Just a little that way, yeah.
Okay.
Not so much that it's lined up so she doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
It's like 7
nose-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Cher. Which way do you like? This way? Shade? Shade?
Which yeah, probably.
Kind of know this,
probably.
hey? Yeah.
So tough to weld on the perfect freeze.
I was thinking the same thing, and it's slowing down a little. This is coming right through the slide path for the right-handed curler.
I think she's freezing the middle. She
Yeah.
Just blast it.
Yeah, I like a 40.
Then you got to get the line right.
I was thinking maybe even 35. Like I had a 53 on your
Yeah,
guard.
it'll kind of hoop in there.
Kate, line's great. Don't really pay attention to this.
Yeah,
Little bit for lines.
Think you can go. Yeah.
Gotta go.
Clean.
Yeah. Yes. Hard. Gotta go. Yeah. It's short.
Hard,
Kate.
go.
Come on. Yes. Go. Go. Go.
Hard. Get it there. Go. Hard. Hard.
Okay.
Hard. You gotta go hard.
Okay.
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 It's fine.
It's in there.
Or pick the with the out turn on the top. Either one.
So unless we go to an extra, she finishes, Tracy Fleury, with a 99% game. So that's only the third time in Scotties history that we've had 99%. One was Jan Betker, a legendary third with Sandra Schmurler, and Jackie Ray Greening out of Edmonton. So we've also had 3 100% games, but there's only the third time a 99% game. So wonderful play by Tracy Fleury.
Trying to double these off. A nice spot to throw this. It's virtually dead straight, right where Rachel lets it go.
Lead.
Yep.
Whoa.
Okay, good.
That's good. Good. Just kept going farther.
Yeah, she's got to make them all count now. One in the house and her 2 shooters.
Sure. Yeah.
I could throw. I thought you had it. Sorry. It's all good. It just kept going out when she had her broom down.
Yeah. Or the other option, I guess, is to.
Yeah, then she just picks it this way.
Going forward, though, Joe, to anybody who plays Homan, if there's a secret to beating her is what?
I think it's to see that play to the middle, junk it up. But you have to have the shots behind you to get you there. The Team Saskatchewan put a lot of pressure on.
Just freeze.
Yeah, if you're going to try to play the type of game that Nancy's playing, you have to have great rock positioning or it's going to blow up in your face.
All 4 players need to be able to really zero in on draw weight. Yeah, force the play to the middle, get things staggered.
T-lock, back 4.
Okay.
Back 12.
Tapping.
Back 12.
Coming
Going
down.
now.
Go around it.
Really going now. Back 12.
Stay with it.
Back 8.
Whoa.
Really trying, but.
Okay.
Okay.
Just middle of the rock, Trace.
Well, you go back to last year's Scotties undefeated, so that's her current win streak. And then look what she did between 13 and 15, 22 games. So when she gets on a roll, it's very tough to stop her.
It's amazing.
Should come up a little bit here. Okay, that's fine.
2013, 12 years ago, too. It's good for a long time.
Well, the back-to-backs, right?
Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
And make it go away, and she does. And that will be it. And a 4th straight win for Team Canada and Rachel Homan. Saskatchewan certainly gave them a battle. Make the final 9-6. And it was that difference in strategy for Martin in 9. Elected to play it wide open as they go to 3-2. Kathy, 1 game remains on the ice here, PEI and New Brunswick.
And PEI has a draw for the win. A hit and roll by Veronica on her first one was absolutely perfect. No way for Melissa to get it out. She corner froze on it. She is not shot, she being New Brunswick, but the scoring area is very close. Needs to get full 4.
They picked up their first win this morning.
Little kiss,
PEI over Nunavut. Full 4. And she's going to spill away.
Okay, 1.
And 1 it is.
1 red.
Tied at 7. The extra when we come back to Thunder Bay.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by Home Hardware, here's how.
Why not go one more? PEI and New Brunswick on this conclusion to Family Day. This is the Scotties from Thunder Bay. And we had one on the center line, so it goes back. Remember the no-tick rule.
That's a really big unforced error. They would have had 3 guards. Hard to remove the one that they've now kicked off. And now you can hit your own legally, and there's only going to be 1 guard as opposed to 3.
So Prince Edward Island with Veronica Main throwing the 4th stones for Jane DiCarlo. Misses the draw for the win. Gets the single. It means that Melissa Adams and her New Brunswick champions from the Capital Curling Club in Fredericton will have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones. Both these teams come in at 1 and 2.
Kathy, Melissa made a wonderful corner freeze with her last shot in the 10th.
She did, for sure. It made it really difficult for Veronica to get around into the 4-foot. Almost rubbed off that stone and spun back in.
3.
Melissa's made some very big game-saving draws in this game.
16-7. That's good. Nice throw, Sabrina.
Doubles there if they choose to.
Hey, Molly. You got it. 16-7. Yep. Hard, you gotta go. Yep. Hard. Yep.
Molly Ward has come off the bench, throwing the second stones for New Brunswick in this one.
Just over curled by a fraction. They were all gone.
This entire team is a repeat from a year ago in Calgary. They went 2 and 6.
Not ideal to leave your shoe there. You go after that double peel as a second. You want to make sure at least you're rolling off. Miss it on the wide side, not the tight side. That could be a problem for New Brunswick.
Yep. Yes, sweet. Hard. Okay, well, 17-8. Good. Nice one, Sabs. Yep. Molly.
It's the right call here. Don't go red-yellow. You can spill it back into the center. Get the 2 reds here.
9.
New Brunswick playing this year in a on this, let's call it the Maritime Tour. The events down east went 20 and 5.
Okay.
And they went undefeated in their playdowns. Melissa Adams.
Melissa played the Canadian mixed doubles too and did very well.
That yellow, I think.
Couldn't have ended up that in a worse spot though, Joanne.
No, just the whisker tickle to go right to the center line here. Now if PEI can put a high guard, a few more rocks, you can sink one to top button. That's potentially
Right
disastrous.
Yeah.
All Sabrina. Sabrina's rock.
So Jane DiCarlo skips, throws the third stones.
You got
Last
it,
year
Sabrina.
they were
Big finish, Sabrina.
0-8.
Line's really good.
But they picked up their first win earlier today.
Big finish. Hard.
Great sweep.
Nice sweep.
She and Veronica Main have been together since their UPI days at the University of PEI.
Interesting caller going off the yellow to the red.
Be tempted to play the high one. The
Yeah.
red onto the yellow. You might get them going.
Yeah, there we
Coach
go.
wants to talk about that.
You have to call from the ice, Melissa.
We did.
That's what they said. So they have indeed. He signaled. They signal.
She called it. What are you thinking? Okay. My last. Like the center? Do I get it?
Peel
Alex
the
said
top
peel
one?
the center. Can you peel this way?
Well, this is a dangerous one. You're in trouble.
They leave a double center.
Right in front of the court, no matter where it is, it's got to be right in front, not let her have a double, because you got to have something to come around.
Yeah.
Right? So it doesn't, if it moves everything off center a bit, then you guard it
Off
right
center.
off center.
Okay.
So Alex Robichaud, in his second year of coaching, Adams also played in the Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship with Melissa Adams.
Even if you happen to miss this yellow and you just peel that high guard, sometimes that high guard is missed. It's the 11th end. This whole building is cooling down. All the sheets are empty. You have to throw a little extra to get it there. Sometimes it slides a little deeper. They might have a chance at a double peel up the middle after this.
Really hard! Hard!
Plan B. No, you're right. We saw that in our game. Saskatchewan hogged one in on the last end. It's those long guards are treacherous.
A little less. No, top.
A really good call here. Some teams would try to put this on the button buried, but it's so easy to get at it. So they're going to use the long guard to protection for this tight guard, which will be the valuable one in the long run.
Line's tight. Line's a little tight, she said, Sabrina. Sabrina.
It's Sabrina's. Yes, you got to go. Yep,
So Sabrina Smith on the right,
Hard, girls. You got it. You got it.
Okay, you're good.
and Jenkins on the left. Whitney.
You're good.
Great.
Nice sweep. That really
A little
went.
more. I was about the same.
There?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yellow this time.
Yep.
For Jacqueline Crandall.
Yep! Yep!
Hard, you gotta go.
Hard! Really hard!
Go.
Good.
Got him.
Good throw.
Leaves up the wide corner. Center line, though, is open.
Where mine went?
Yeah.
That was more than middle.
Tricky to draw to around the red with the outturn side now.
Timing's everything, hey Joe? When do you go?
All right,
if
just
you're,
over like Jane's.
your PEI? When do you make that
Okay.
move to the middle and get into the house?
I think
more
now
ice
is the
than you
time. You
had.
throw up another guard.
Yeah, I'll get
New
you
Brunswick
that.
might beat you there.
Mm-hmm. They are throwing the guard, though, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I
See,
believe.
that was the indication, I think.
I believe.
All right, 18-5.
Yep.
Three-time PEI junior champion.
Yeah, 1-2's good. Line's great. Okay. Sabrina. Whoa. Yeah, 1-2.
Whoa, separation,
That's good.
girls.
Whoa, it's
Sabrina
over
is
curling. Over and off. Nice throw,
Veronica's
Veronica.
sister.
It's good.
All right. So you think they'll go now in New Brunswick?
Might as well.
You got it.
make a good one here, you know, mostly buried top four-ish. I don't think you can beat it on the out-turn side.
Like a 6, guys. We don't want to be deep, right?
This is still pretty precise. I mean, if you're top 8, you know PEI is going to come around and try to be back button, back 4 buried. And then obviously a little deep, you leave the freeze opportunity. So
That's okay.
I haven't seen a lot of draws on this side.
Guessing out this wide, it might be a hair faster. And down the middle, Melissa's angle freeze last end seemed to die coming in.
Make it good.
This is wider.
The former Canadian and world junior champion, Melissa Adams.
Room. Close. Yes. Yes. Hard. Great.
Polly Ward.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Kendra Lister.
Push. Hard. Go. 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 You gotta go. You gotta go. Keep going. Hard. Keep going. Push. 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 Push.
And she'll tuck it around, get it to the top 8.
Nice throw.
Yeah, just not quite as draggable. I had a 14.6 there, so 11th end.
Yeah.
A little 3-4 feet slower than the start of the game, probably.
Is the out turn there through the hole? I don't think so.
It's so close, but
Do you think that hole's there? I don't, like through the yellow and then in the red?
Timeout.
You mean like through this?
Yeah, you're just looking at the wide draw, yeah?
Yeah. Go back. Because I don't think that hole's there.
The out turn?
Yeah. This one, yes.
No, I don't think that's there. I don't think you can buy that.
No. Okay, so do we like this like back here? Fully buried?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. You got it.
Get a buy.
Actually, going out this wide
Right
might
here,
be the
girls.
truest piece of ice right this time of night.
Yeah, this is the hard part. You don't know if they've played out here throughout the game, it might be okay, but if nothing's been out this wide, then it could be.
A lot of foot traffic out this wide, but you're right, and it could even still be pebble.
I don't remember a rock going this far out in the wings.
So nice to see Kathy O'Rourke. She won that Canadian mixed with an old friend of ours, Robert Campbell, way back in the day. And then, of course, she lost to Jen Jones in the 10 Scotties final. PEI was that close to winning their first ever women's championship. Final stone for PEI and Veronica
Line's
Main.
really good. Whitney close. Whitney close. Line's really good. Can't hurt it. Yeah. Can't hurt it yet. Back
Jenkins
four.
left, trying to hold up that curl.
You got it, Whitney. Hard girl. You got it. Yep. Hard. Hard girl. 16-4. Hard. Hard girl.
Got enough? No, they are going to come up light. And New Brunswick is going to win it here in this extra. Make the final 8-7. As Melissa Adams goes to 2-2, and PEI DeCarlo fall to 1-3 on this family day. So Homan remains the Canadian champion, undefeated, with the win over Saskatchewan, top of the table. Remembering now that only the top 3 will get through. And then McCarville does have her first win. Northern Ontario, one team remains winless. While on the other side, Black, Inglis, St. George, Nova Scotia, Ontario, Quebec are your leaders there. Kathy and Brian will be back with you at 9 a.m. And they will have Laurie St. George and Quebec 3-1 against the Manitoba champion, Kate Cameron. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern on the 5th day of our coverage from here in Thunder Bay. Thank you for joining us on this family day. And family was here for Nancy Martin on her birthday, but she failed to blow out Canada's candle. Scotties on Canada's sports leader. Can't always be a winner. On TSN.